Indeed. Oh, it's possible as well that it doesn't show up so in line if you do want to race. No, it's still a possibility.
Okay, I don't care. I can race or I can not race.
Just let you know. Okay, so guys, we're live. Just give me one. God, no. Sorry about that. I just had a quick interruption by an unwelcome party. Yeah, we're back. ACC and OFR, we're restarting and we finally managed to get to full grid. So we should have 20 drivers showing up today, which will be absolutely amazing. You've got Dr. Robot and Danava. How you doing, Danny?
Yes, boys.
It's been a long time since we've been together in the commentary box.
Very, very long, like another thing that I cannot say because I am professional now.
Yes. Even if you... Oh, my goodness. Okay, moving on from the jokes. Yeah, we're here today in a spa and we've just started a 1 hour practice session. So the setup today is going to be an hour's practice. Then at 7 o'clock UTC, we're going to jump into a 15-minute quali where I think only 16 drivers are allowed to qualify because 4 of them didn't meet the preseason requirements or they haven't raced with us yet. So just to keep everything clean and leave little to mistakes, we're just not going to let them qualify. So they're going to be starting at the back of the grid. And then after that, you've got a 40-minute race where these drivers are going to be racing for 40 minutes with a mandatory pit window exactly in the middle of the race, lasting 20 minutes. It will open at 10 minutes, it will stay open for 20, and close with just 10 minutes to go. And that is hopefully to help avoid any heroics on lap 1. So it will deter people from crashing into each other and doing silly things because they'll have to drive around for 4 or 5 laps with a damaged car unless they want to pit and lose about 2 minutes of their time. So yeah, it's definitely an experiment, but I think it's going to work. And we're just going to slowly wait for this lobby to fill up, and we'll see what's going on in practice. So I do just need to quickly change my controls because I've got my racing controls set up, so give me a second. Load, that should do it.
Mode are not the best.
Yeah, so Mick's already had a little bit of an incident as he's going through the Benjamin or Blanchimont section. I think that's where he's at right now, and he's returned to the pits. So now he's returned to the pits. We have to use this horrible, laborious method of trying to get back to someone who's racing. And let's go and look at Smalley. Let's ride on board with Smalley and see how he's getting on. So, should we talk about the driver lineup today? Because we have got a full grid, we've got all 20 drivers, and unsurprisingly, we've got a lot of drivers in the Bentley. Although the Bentley could get nerfed midway through the season, and they're not allowed to change cars, so that could be interesting. Haven't we? We've got a nice selection of Porsches, we've got some McLarens, some Lexus, some Mercedes, so it is going to be quite a mixed grid. So I'll just quickly go over that team assignment. Let me just quickly check Discord to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, it's looking all good. So in terms of the teams, we've got Amazaki. So that is an upgraded name from Hamazaki, and that contains AMS, hence the Amma, and Smalley with the Zaki, and they're going to be riding in the Bentley. Then we've got Bad Ash Racing. That's usually Badass, but he's racing with Dash SD12 Dash now. They are racing in different cars. I think Badass is in the Bentley and SD12 is in the Lexus. So that's going to be an interesting team to watch. We've got a Quippo Wilson. Danny, you're going to have to translate that for me. And that contains Mick and yourself, who isn't racing today because you're joining me in the commentary box. And both of you were using the BMW. So what does Equipo mean? Equipo. Team. There we go. So it's Team Wilson. Very nice to see. Next up, we've got Joe Mama Racing. They're in the Bentley, and that is Milo, or King Mural, and Andre, one of our fastest, well, 2 of our fastest drivers now, actually. Both of them could actually win this race today. Then we've got the Robot Destroyers. They picked their name today, and that's Kuderman and Proctor. Again, both driving different cars. We've got Kudo Racing back again with Castle and Nils, old teammates. Doesn't seem like we can ever separate them. And then we've got Lager. I won't say the second part of his name, and SR Dog 2, two new drivers. They're just Team 1 at the minute. They haven't given me a racing name. Thomas Caesar and Bob's Your Uncle, they're in Team 3. We've got Jester and a new driver, @Slow_7, racing in Team 8. And finally, we've got the classic Team Shortcut, which includes Alvaro, who's not racing today, unfortunately, but also the legendary Ash Wilson. So, Danny, who are we going to look out for this race?
Basically, the two fast guys on the Bentleys. I will be checking on them.
Good. And again, I'm having to go back to the garage so I can find someone to spectate, because this is a terrible interface.
Yeah, I'm going to start spectating just to take some of that tedious work off of me.
Indeed. I'm just going to quickly stand up and turn the TV towards me. So, difficult parts of the track. What do you reckon are going to be the DNF zones today?
Difficult parts. Well, for me, every part it is difficult, but...
Me too.
Orush is hard, but everybody seems to be able to do it flat out apart from you and I, so, well, maybe it's not that hard for everyone. And I think another tough part is this one, Pujon.
Pujon, indeed, yeah.
Nail it, you go launching into the wall, so...
Yeah, it is going to be a difficult one. Normally in F1, if you touch that inside curb, it sends the car into a horrible spin that you really can't correct and you've DNF'd. But on this one, I've actually seen quite a few cars actually mount that curb on the inside to help get the car turned around. And that's going to be interesting because it is risky. It is risky, but a few drivers are doing it.
Okay, I'm going to check. There's someone stopped on track. It says 12 dash. He slapped the wall. In fact, I don't know. He stopped. Oh, he's reversed. I thought that I didn't recognize the track, but it is because he was upside down. Okay.
Fair enough. So I'm just riding on board with Jester, another one of our new drivers. He's been really active. He's raced in all of the pre-season races since he's joined. He's raced in all of the test races too. He's had a lot of track time around here, so I am going to stick with him now for a lap. Hopefully he doesn't come into the pits. He's going to stay out. Yes, he is. So let's see what he can do. We'll ride on board with him. And let's have a look. So he's coming down now. He's just about to cross the start-finish line, so his lap has started. His fastest so far is a 2:29. That was invalidated, though. So let's see if he can improve now. Going into turn 1, he wants to take as much of that curb as possible. He almost missed the apex there, but he made it just at the last minute. And now let's see if he's going to be able to take Eau Rouge flat out in that Porsche. I've not seen anyone in the Porsche do it yet, but let's see if he can do it. So here he goes. You can see there in the bottom right his throttle. It's full. He's lifted slightly through a rouge, and as he's going up ready on, he's back on the throttle there, and he's onto the Kemmel straight now. So there was a lift. He will lose a little bit of time there, but that might be as stable and as confident as he is in the car at the minute. So here he comes now down this Kemmel straight, coming up to Le Combe. He's braking just before that curb on the left-hand side there. He's dropping it all the way down into second. No, he's holding on to third as he comes through the chicane right now, through turn 6 and into turn 7 at Malmedy. He's looking solid. I think he's being a little bit hesitant, but he is probably carrying a lot of fuel at the minute, and it is his first few laps, so he's probably still trying to get those tyres up to temperature and up to pressure as well. So round Brussels he goes, and he's still looking all right. Is he going to make the apex as he goes through this left? He's gone a little bit wide there, and he has invalidated his lap, but we will just stick with him to see where his braking zone as he goes through Pujon. You see there, look, he's kept it in fourth the whole way around that corner, and he's a bit hesitant on the throttle. He did go wide there, so that probably would have been an invalidation if he hadn't already invalidated. But again, he's looking stable. He's not looking erratic or anything like that in the car. He's looked like he's in control of it. Just needs to work on his corner entries a little bit more as he's coming round through this third chicane rather now.
It has a name. You have the name.
I do, but I don't know how to say that one. You're going to have to help me out.
I'm going to help you.
Yeah, I was hoping for a line. He's just made it through Stavelot now, and I want to see if he can take Béjamel flat out too.
Okay. It is Lefange.
Lefange, okay, Lefange.
Lefange, but it's also called Piff Paff.
Yeah, I saw it said Piff Paff. I wasn't sure if that was a joke or not. I prefer Piff Paff.
You can also say Piff Paff.
Yeah, let's just go with Pith Path. So into the bus stop chicane he goes, down into first gear. He makes that corner nicely and he hugs the inside here, which hasn't settled his car slightly. He hit that sausage curb, but he's back on the throttle nice and early. He's going to cross the line and he set a 226. So I still reckon he's got a 222 in him, so he's got 4 seconds to find at the minute. How are other people looking?
He had a Jester had a 223 the other day, so he's completely able to get a 222, I reckon, after nearly a week of practice. Best time of the session is 25.5, but because everybody is invalidating laps at the moment.
I see.
Yes, basically we're having that issue with everyone. Nobody is able to set laps. King Miro, I think, is currently setting a lap, and he has invalidated. And this is tedious to just change between drivers with this method.
Mm-hmm. It is really bad.
And he's on pace for like a 20. Okay, he hasn't invalidated, and he's nearly in the 2 mark, so he's on pace for a 27, I think.
Oh, all right. So I'm riding on board with him now. Let's see what he can do. Has he gone full throttle? He's lifted as he's gone through Bechamel. It's going to be hard to stick with that name, Danny.
Yeah, Blanchiment.
But who doesn't love some bechamel sauce? Here he comes now through the bus stop chicane. He's made it through all right. He's done that last corner all right as well. He's pushed that car out wide, back up to full speed in gear 1 and 2. He's crossed the line, 27.
Yeah, like I said, 27. So
yeah, look at that.
He was having struggles the other day getting Blanchiment flat out. We were discussing it because we were using the same car, so it is easy for us to just share that information. But he doesn't seem to quite get the grips for that corner. He will get there though. He's much better at this game than I am. So he's done it flat out, actually. Or Rouge at the moment. Good.
Oh, he did. He did it flat out.
Yeah, he did it with the trick that I used yesterday. Just go down into fourth gear with the BMW. It is really hard to get flat out. Even Smalley, one of our fastest guys, he was struggling too to get it flat out with the BMW.
Interesting. Yeah, I was actually in that party yesterday when he said he'd try it all the day before, but I never actually heard the outcome. So did he manage to get it flat out in the end, or almost?
Getting it flat out. You can do it flat out. I did it like 3 or 4 times yesterday, but it is scary because the car looks like it's going to hit the wall. And it's also really tough. You need to really nail the corner, and it is easier to just go down to fourth, keep it flat out but over revving, and it is just a short thing. I'm going to be watching King Miro at the moment.
Okay, let me jump to King Miro.
I'm muting the chat. He hasn't invalidated and he's going decently fast.
Now, he is one of the guys that can win this race. It's currently 2 a.m. for him, so he stayed up all night for this race. And he's won a few races already, hasn't he, in the preseason? And we know he's quick, one of the fastest, in fact.
Yeah, I think he's won 2 races in the preseason. I've not been too active on it, but...
I'm trying to figure out where he is on track now. He's just gone through Stavelot. Okay. Yeah, he's got Mick in front of him. Let me go to the onboard and just see if Mick's going to get out. No, because Mick is also on a hot lap. Can you quickly see if Mick's invalidated or not, or is he still on for a hot lap?
Mick, I don't know. I'm going to check. Check. But it's not going to matter too much because they're finishing the lap at the moment. But...
Yeah, and I think King might have actually got a bit of an advantage there from a nice slipstream from Mick. And Mick's got... there's almost a bit of contact there between these two guys. As Mick got a bit scruffy at the chicane. But yes, there you go. He set the 220. He's now second fastest for King Miro. That's Milo. And who's in first at the moment?
In first is Lehe Funny.
Let's just call him it, Lagerfani. He's in first. Very nice. He was my teammate until I abandoned my seat for commentary. But yeah, he's also very quick. He's very quick.
I'm going to check how Smalley is doing at the moment. He's on track. Now testing the track temperature. I think it's changed a lot these past few days.
It has. Yeah, we were meant to be having a dynamic weather race, However, we've gone for a dry race today, and possibly for all of the other dynamic races for the rest of the season, because we're going to have drivers racing with us each week that haven't raced with us before. We don't want to take any risks, and it is a risk that we can avoid. We're still going to have predetermined wet weather races, but it might be the case that the dynamic races won't appear this season, but we'll of course keep you confirmed. So yeah, I'm riding on board with Smalley now. How's his lap going?
He's just started it at the moment. He's just past the finish line. He's going for that first corner. Brakes really late compared to what I do, but then again he's much faster than me. And he's now going down to Eau Rouge.
So let's see if he can do it flat out. Yeah.
I think he can. It's the Bentley, so it will be good for him. Yeah. Easy does it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the rear was going to step out, but as you said, it's the Bentley. It will never step out.
Yeah, good job there. Double yellow, Yoto Yusu is just stepping aside for him. His brakes really late, throws the car around. Whee! The brakes squeeze.
He's got an interesting livery, hasn't he? He's gone for the same Hamazaki bright pink wherever he can place it, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks all right.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's less pink, more dark, which is always good.
Mm-hmm. The less chrome that his cars have, the better, I think, on the eyes.
Yeah, I hate that Assetto Corsa doesn't let you like customize your car much. But in the case of Smalley and his liveries, I'm happy about it.
Yes, indeed. It was always, I had to turn the brightness down on my screen whenever it was sunny and I was spectating his car in GTS. So no invalidation from him yet. He has got SR Dog in front of him at the moment. That is one of the new drivers who's not going to be able to qualify today. Smalley is right behind him as he's going through Stavelot at the moment. He's going to get a bit of a slipstream here, which could help him out, but I wonder, he's really close behind him now, and I take it SR Dog is on a fast lap as well, so he's not going to want to give up the position, but Smalley's getting a helping hand right now.
I'm going to check if he's on a fast lap. I guess he is.
And here we go. This is it. Is Smalley going to try and do an overtake on a bit of practice session? Yes, he is. He's made inside and he's claimed the apex. That has pushed SR Dog wide, but it doesn't look like he lost too much time, maybe a few tenths in it here and there. What time does Smalley get as he crosses the line? He's at a 2:21.2. Decent time. We know he can set a 2:19. We know that, but again, he could have full fuel right now. He could be trying to determine his tyre pressures. Oof. As SR Dog is swerving left and right there. Not sure what's going on with him. Who else is out of the garage right now? Quite a few drivers. Should we ride on board with Andre?
Well,
let's do it. I'm on board with Andre now. He is in a very colourful livery. From what I can see, he's got is that purple and orange or purple and pink? I've got some weird colour settings on my TV, so I can't quite tell. But he is in that Bentley too, and we know he is one of the fastest. Just looking at this list now, actually, whilst you just check what colour it is, out of the guys that can win it today are Lagafani, King Mural, Smalley,
Andre.
Ams is yet to join. He's a definite winner, and there's someone else as well. I think is it Kuderman? I think he has got a chance to win this race too, provided everything goes well and clean.
He's current champion, so...
Well, I didn't see him. Nils, of course. Of course, Nils is the favourite to win. Definitely. Let's not forget Nils. I apologise, baby Stappen. It will not happen again. But we're riding on board with Andre now as he starts his hot lap in the Bentley. Just going to quickly check Discord to make sure everything is okay. Yep, no complaints or anything yet. Just quickly check the YouTube chat. Oh, Proctor's in the YouTube chat. Proctor's saying, I thought the race was at 1. Oh, it is. I'm sorry, Danny. I think he's apologising for muting you in Discord with his extreme privilege.
Oh, I'm sorry, Proctor. You will get a surprise later.
You will indeed. Andre's managed to go flat out.
No sleep. Don't go to sleep, Proctor.
Oh, Milo's saying that we missed him fly off at Radion as well. Sorry about that, Milo. I'll try to keep a better eye out next time. But yeah, as you know, it is very difficult to switch drivers. Never seen a game like this before. But anyway, at least once you do switch driver, the helicam, the TV cams are good. Good visuals.
Yes.
Now we're just riding on board with Andre at the moment. Inside his car, we're looking at the cockpit camera, watching him make his way through that left-hander there, hitting that apex, getting it right, positioning his car as he's coming up to Puon now. Let's see what gear he takes in. I reckon it's going to be another fourth gear because he's in that Bentley, but you can see how early he's off the brakes, and he's coasting through that corner, and he's back on the throttle as soon as he hits that outside curb. That is amazing. Now, I know I don't think you can do that in the Mercedes or the BMW, but that Bentley just looks like it's so stable. It just looks like it's glued to the track.
Yeah, well, with Niels and the Ferrari, it's a similar feeling when you see him drive it. It's just, yeah, they got glue on the tires. They don't have to care about tire pressures because it's glue.
There we go. A little bit of super glue here and there will go a long way. Now, he's looking like he's 1.1 to 1.2, almost 1.3 seconds down on his delta at the minute. So he's had an incident somewhere. Because even, with full fuel, the 1.2 seconds is quite a gap. So he must have made a mistake somewhere, but he's probably setting himself up for another lap now. So whilst he's doing that, let's see if we can ride on board with someone else that we haven't looked at yet. Badaz, there we go, part of Badash Racing with SD12 Dash there. Let's see how he's getting on. He's new to ACC. He's a veteran GTS driver who's moved to ACC. He's only been racing for a couple of weeks, and he is pretty fast, taking that into account. I don't think he's in a race winning position yet, or possibly not even a podium, but definitely top 10. And he's improving each race. He's going to get faster, and it wouldn't surprise me if we saw him up on the podium after a few races' time.
Oh no, incident in the pits. Yeah.
Who is it?
Someone went Andre went flying. His car did a whole flip.
Oh, wow. Wow. Maybe he thought we were spectating him. I've just changed too late.
They hit there was someone coming out of the pits, and he just found two cars flying into the wall, so...
Oh, wow.
Something happened there.
I just checked Discord to make sure everything's okay. Oh, I've got a message on Discord. It's Ams.
Copyrighted music on the stream.
No, you do not, Danny. Danny, no.
Stromae, because we're in Belgium.
No, Danny. No. You could possibly play Supermax, but that's about it. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it. Right, here we go. Badass down the Kemmel Straight. He's topping out at 250. He's not shifting up to 6th gear. He's holding on to 5th there in that Bentley. I wonder why. I think I've noticed a few guys already in 6th gear as they're going into Eau Rouge, but we saw Badass there holding on to 5th at the end of the Kemmel Straights. That's interesting. I'll keep an eye on that for next lap, as Andre's just speaking in the voice chat again. Here he comes now into Brussels. He's braking just after that curb there, a little bit later than you can in some of the other cars, hugging that inside line. He's got it really neat through there, absolutely no wobble. He looks very in control of that car right now as he lifts in 2nd gear. Some people do that in 3rd. I reckon he could gain a little bit of speed there, not having to burn those tyres out as he's accelerating in 2nd, exiting that corner. And here he comes into Puon. Let's see if he's going to keep it in 4th as he comes through. He brakes, he's in 4th, he's holding on to 4th, and he's accelerating, not full throttle. There he is, full throttles as soon as he pulls his car to the inside, and he's pulling out of it. That was nice. That was very, very tidy. I forgot the name of this middle chicane again. Is it Lafange? Piff Paff, Kif Caf. I forgot what it is.
Yeah, you can say Piff Paff.
Piff Paff. Lafange. Lefagnus. Les Fagnus. That's what I'll say. Lafange. So I just want to check if he is also going flat out through Bergemel. Let's see. So he's gone through 16. Here it comes at turn 17. Oh, no, he's lifted. He's actually lifted through there. He had a terrible entry. He wasn't far enough to the right, and that means he had to lift to make sure he could still meet that apex and not go wide on the exit. That's interesting. Now, he's 5/10 down on his time. He's hit that curb again, but the Bentley can handle it, so he's not lost too much time, and he crosses the line with a 2:26.6, so he was 6/10 up on his time there. Again, something to improve upon with 30 minutes left of this practice session to go. We haven't looked at Proctor. Proctor's managed to join us as well. He's in the
not asleep.
Mercedes. He's in the Mercedes. That's a surprise.
Surprise.
I really thought he was going to ride that Porsche all season, but he has jumped into that AMG, and it looks like it's the 2021 as well. So he's got the DLC, and he's looking in control of it. Let's ride on board with him as he starts his lap. So he just set a 223. Proctor can definitely do a 220 in quali, and I reckon it wouldn't be surprising if we saw him in the 219s. But I haven't seen him in this Mercedes yet, though, so I wonder if that's going to limit him or give him a bit of an advantage here. So let's see if he can go flat out as he's going up. He's holding on to fifth. He's lifted. He's done a big lift.
Yeah, because he went in on sixth. Ooh, he didn't invalidate by a millimeter.
Did he go into sixth there as he was going up, Rouge?
He was into sixth, going down. He entered in sixth, and then in the middle of the turn, he just lifted completely and went into fifth.
Interesting. Have you ever driven the Mercedes, Danny?
No. I have only driven 2 cars in this game, so.
Which are the BMW and Bentley?
And the Honda. The
BMW the Honda. Oh wow! I thought that's interesting. Is that the same on PC too?
On PC, I've only driven the Honda.
Interesting.
Because I'm stupid.
Why didn't you try out the Bentley? That is the question that you're going to have to answer today.
Because it's like playing with Real Madrid on FIFA. It is not for normal people.
So he's 6/10 down on his time at the minute. He's managed to save 2/10 actually as he's going through Lafarge, Piff Paff. Every time I say Piff Paff, I want to break into the Aladdin song. Riff Raff, Street Rat. I think that's it. Anyway, Piff Paff. He's coming through Stavelot now. And he actually went wide there. I swear I saw those wheels go over the white line, but they were still on the curb. So he's managed to avoid a lap invalidation, and he saves another 2/10 there. Now he's only 2.5 down on his time, which is a 2:23.8 fastest at the moment. So unless he can save some time as he's going through bus stop, let's see if he can do it and improve upon that lap time. He's down below 2/10. He's green. He's gone green, and he's going to cross the line. Oh, he's gone red. He had a little bit of a wobble, I think, and he just went red. He hasn't improved on his time. It was a 2:24, so he was 4/10 down, actually.
I wanted to check the timetables to see how everybody's done, so we have a rough view. Giotto hasn't been able to set a valid lap. And then Nils, Ash, and I Am Slow 7, they haven't even tried.
Interesting.
So the slowest guy at the moment on track with a valid time set is Mick with a 2:25. Then it is Dog with a 2:24.9. They're separated by 2/10, so they're going to be close on pace. And then Badass with a 24.6. These are the only drivers up from the 24, so they will have a battle together. I think they have similar paces, and I think Mick can improve a lot because he was doing better laps yesterday with me. Then we got Proctor on 9th with a 23.8. He was on pace for a 23.6, I think, and you reckon he can do a 20, or a 19 or a 20?
I really do. I believe in him.
So, yeah, we believe. But he's at the moment in a league of his own because he's 8/10 ahead of Badass and 7/10 behind Jester, who's done a 23.1. So that's a good time from him.
Oh, that is a very good time from Jester. Good job.
Yeah, 23. He does times close to mine. His pace is very similar to mine. So yeah, seeing him do those times is good because it reminds me that I need to be faster. Then Dash with the 22. We start with he's the only driver with a 22, and it's a 22 flat. 1 second difference between 8th and 7th. And then from 7th to 6th, there's another second.
Wow.
And then there's 2 seconds between Smalley and guy in first, which is Lager Funny. But Lager Funny, he has 1.2 seconds on second place, King Miro.
1.2 seconds. Wow.
19.3, and King Mirror has a 20.5 on second place, so 1.185.
Interesting.
And purple sectors, Lege Funny has both second and third sectors on purple, and Thomas Cesar has a purple first, so good. Amazing. Oh, I'm going to change the camera now. I'm in the pits. It has another one. If the driver is at the top of the pit lane, the pit lane cam is different. Look.
Who are you looking at? Proctor.
Look at Proctor and change the camera to the pit lane camera.
Oh yeah, I can see the total sign.
It is different. Ooh. There's a guy with a Denmark flag and his shirt on the standings. I hate that the crowd is not moving. Move a little bit, please. Be alive or some.
There are a lot of drivers in the pit right now. Only 5 are out on track. What is everyone doing in the pit lane? Let's jump back to Mick. Mick's just coming out of the pits now. Let's go with him and see how he's getting on. Oh, I can hear a few more engines starting up as well. As soon as I said that, we've got a lot more drivers coming out. Actually, we haven't looked at Ash in this practice session, so let's ride on board with Senor Ash Wilson and see how he is getting on. Danny, if you were racing today, what kind of qualifying time would we expect from you?
Oh, I don't know. My best time is 22.3, so I don't know, like a 23. That, from me, at least, because I'm slow, you know.
I think, well, 23 would put you somewhere right in the middle at the moment, which is a good place to be. Oh, we've got an incident from Ash. Ash is spun. He's spun round as he's heading in to Brussels. Oh, he's just managed to narrowly avoid a flying Johto. I think that was there. And Smalley's just gone past him now as well. Is he going to return to the garage? No, he's staying out on track and he's pulling away. He didn't hit the wall, but yeah, well, he had a spin there. That's what. That is one way to heat them up, Danny. You are right. Wow. His tyres, they're still looking a little like they're a bit too hot. He's taking it easy though. He needs to get them back to temperature and get those tyre pressures where he wants them. He's still got quite a few kilometres to go before he starts his lap though, and he is still on an out lap, let us not forget. But yeah, we caught that one on the stream. Quickly just going to check Discord again to make sure I've not missed anything.
I'm going to put the stream on the marathon because I've not done it. No, we got 5 users looking at it. Ooh, good. Well, nothing. Robot, check the chat. Proctor is telling you to check the chat.
Copy that.
But nothing on the chat.
Sorry, I'm just going to be silent for about 30 seconds. Check Discord.
He's asked for something from you, Robert. Send.
No, I don't think he's asked for anything. There's someone. I'll check what Proctor wants.
Proctor wants a setup.
Oh, sorry, Proctor. I'm commentating only today, so you're on your own. But yeah.
Ooh, Johto tried to do a roof ride out, but he couldn't. Proctor, just go with the aggressive setup and change the tire pressures.
Oh, I've just witnessed another big crash from Ash going up a Rouge. He had a big lift in a Rouge, and he held on to that lift as he hit Radion, but he just took too much inside curb, and he's lost it. Stig, the legendary Stig has joined. There we go. We're up to 16. We're still waiting on 4 drivers, though. We are still waiting on 4 drivers. You might still get a seat, Danny, at this rate.
Well, if I... Oh my god. Herman the German just joined.
Herman.
This is Herman the German. He's driving with the Bentley, not the BMW. That's not proper German.
I think he's gone for the safe option, hasn't he?
I am more German than he is at the moment, and that's not good because I'm not German. I am slow. Let's see if he really
what just happened there? Sorry, I think I just witnessed Is that SD12? I'm not sure if they came into contact, but Mick was right behind SD12 Dash there, and SD Dash has just gone into the wall. I don't think that there was contact, but something happened to SD12 there, and now he's back in the pits. He's back in the pits now.
It's weird.
Very weird.
I am looking at I am slow to check how he is doing. I don't know what the number on top of the name means because he has like 294. What is that? Like
200
kilometers driven with the car.
Where does it say that? I can't.
Like if you spectate someone, you see their name. Go with the set cameras.
Oh yeah, 293. 294. It's just gone up. You could be right. It could be kilometer. No, it's 293 again. It can't be kilometers. What is that?
What is that number? I'm gonna look it up.
It's 292 now. Is it like
fuel? Maybe it's fuel. No, it's not fuel.
Fuel? No, there's too many liters and too many laps. 291. What's going on?
Well,
do you think it's slowly counting down to his number, which is 7?
Oh, it would be very stupid. Now, well, let's check badass.
What is that number?
Let's check badass. Badass 287. I'm gonna go press right. Franz, please tell me his number.
Badass. His number is 287.
What the hell? Okay. Easy.
I am slowed down to 290 now. This is the highlight of commentary. What do these numbers mean?
Yeah, assetto corsa competizione. Numbers mean. Okay. What do these mean? What does the number next to Q? No. What do ratings mean? Is this the rating, maybe?
Ah, that's...
No, it's not the rating, because people should have higher numbers. Like, my rating is 6,000 and something, and I've just started playing, so... Okay, here. What means that number next to a driver's name? Sorry for bad English, he says. This is looking good. Proper posts start with sorry for bad English. Let's see. And okay, I am slow as no badass invalid, and stick is stopping around in the inside of the game. It's the ping.
Ah, the ping. Oh, he's got high ping. Wow.
Yeah, he really laggy. But yeah, it makes sense. I am slow. Wasn't he from the United States?
Australia.
Australia, then it makes even more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because if we check Proctor, he is from the USA. Oh, I cannot see his numbers. But Andre, no. Jester, for example. Jester, I think, has like 20 something. 27. Yeah, it's ping. I think it's ping.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good find, Danny. Very good find. We've got just under 20 minutes now left of practice. How many guys have we got in the session? Because we've got 17 now. So, I'm going to post an announcement in Discord at ACC PS4.
That's 17. One of them just
20 minutes of practice. Bob's joined.
Oh, Bob's joined. He stole my number, but yes, he's joined. No. Let's check Chester. Chester is already invalidated on the first corner. Everybody's invalidated in laps, which is concerning, to say the least. But it is really common. I am the guy that invalidates the most. And Andre's just bet like funny for first place. Holy darn Jesus. 219.2. That's fast. And Kada had a 219.8. So we got 3 drivers on the 219s and no one in the 220s.
And the question on everyone's mind right now, where is Nils?
Where is Nils? He is sitting in his couch. Probably, I don't know, watching. He's here doing some laps. He's starting a lap now. He has good internet because he's from Holland. Well,
Everything is good in
Holland.
Holland.
Everything is necken in the kecken, as Stig would say.
Oh, Danny.
It's not in English, Rod.
It's fine. As long as it's not English or Spanish, we're okay.
Oh, then I'm going to swear in Portuguese.
Oh, poor Rubs.
Ruben, come see me.
Rubs has actually just got ACC. He's still practicing, but hopefully he's going to join us for the next few
Rubs
races.
has just got AIDS. Oh.
No, he's still on the hibby. But anyway, let's get back. Why are we talking about this, Danny? Let's get back to the practice.
I'm breaking you, Rod.
Oh, you are.
Start sweating. You're going to become Mick.
Oh no, I hope not.
He's going through Piff Paff at the moment.
Yep, I'm still with him. I'm still with him. He's coming up to campus. I want to see if he can take Stavelot flat out as well in that Ferrari.
Yeah, I think he can. If he can take Horus flat, he can take Stablo flat. Flat.
Just look at the front end on that Ferrari. It just looks like it's more. It's like it's on Scalextrics or something. It looks like he is on a track right now, and
yeah, well, he's on a track. It's called Spa, you know. And
he's on rails. There you go. He is on rails.
It's in the region of Francorchamps and Belgium, you know. It's good break. Oh my god, how does that car go in that fast? Oh my god.
What time is he going to get, Danny? He's just come around the final corner with a 2:15. He's coming up to the line. He's done it. He's a 2:19. He's put him in P3. He's in P3 right now. For anyone who was asking where is Nils, he's right there. He's in P3 with a 2:19.5. The favourite, the previous champion, is not going to go down without a fight today.
We had 6 people watching the stream. Good.
Yeah, that's 6 more than usual.
Yep, that's 6 more than usual. I remember the good days when I commentated on Paul Ricard and I had 20 people watching. Good times.
Yeah, I think that the most we ever had watching a stream was when the legendary Carter was racing. We had 100 and something people watching it. It was fantastic, but unfortunately, the mean drivers of OFR expelled him, did not give him the chance he deserved, and we no longer have Carter with us.
The thing is, if he comes back, an angry Finman will leave. So.
Yes, and well, I don't know, you know, because the pleasant Finn you are referring to, who has the most points in the OFR, legendary OFR status, doesn't race with us at the moment. so he might not. You never know. You never know.
He might never be able to know that he's come back. He might never notice.
18 drivers. We've got another driver just joining us right now. Who is it? It's a Bentley. Who could it be? Just waiting for the name to refresh.
It's 66.
It's AMS! Oh, here we go. Another race-winning contender here today. AMS has just joined. AMS' teammate is Smalley, isn't it? In Amazaki Racing. Yeah, both of them driving the Bentley.
Yes, with Molly. Stig's talking in the game. He doesn't know how to join a party, or do I have to teach him?
You might. Oh, we got 19 drivers now. Is another one just joined, or am I going crazy?
No.
Or was that 19?
You said that we got 19 drivers. And
okay. So we're just waiting on one. Right, Danny, I'm just going to quickly read the list out so I can figure out who it is. Tell me if you see them. AMS is here. Oh.
Trying to open up Discord, you know.
Is it Castle? It's Castle. It's Castle.
Bingo is at Monaco, the rich boy.
I'm just going to add Castle quickly. He's the last driver that we need to join. And how long's left of
practiced 14 minutes 20 seconds.
Okay. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time for Castle to join. Yeah. So I'm riding on board with Bob's your uncle, who is driving that Bentley. This is going to be his first official race on ACC. He's new to the game. He's a previous previous and current F1 driver, and a previous GTS driver. We know he's clean. when he practices, we know he's fast. I don't think he's going to be top 10 pace today, but expect him to be battling at the back with a few of these guys. We know he can battle hard. We know he can battle wheel to wheel. So it's going to be an interesting person to watch today. So hopefully we can get some good shots of him as he's got a car behind him. I think that's SR Dog behind him. Very, very close, taking advantage of that slipstream.
We'll see. Bob uses 7 out of 8 traction control.
Sorry?
In the game, I think no, Bob uses 7 traction control. I think it is just out of lack of confidence at the moment in his first race. So
yeah, 7 traction and 7. Oh, he's only got 2 ABS actually, so he's got that ABS right down there. Interestingly, he's using 64.8 brake bias. That seems like a very unbalanced to me. And now we have got SR Dog right behind him. Bob's lifted, and he's allowed SR Dog to go past him here. Let's see if Bob is lifting as he goes through a rouge. He's going to have a lack of downforce with the car in front of him at the minute, so he might have to make some alterations to his usual entry. He is lifting. He's in 5th. He's not completely lifted, though. He's held onto it, and he's not invalidated, but he's gone wide. He's gone through Radion at the top of the hill, and he's hit the wall. Big crash from Bob there that we caught on the stream. He might have to retire to the pits because that was a heavy plus 120 kilometers per hour head-on smash there. He's still going, but I assume he's going to return to the pits sometime soon.
And I'm checking the other Bentleys. Andre has 66 brake bias. Leifoni has the same as Bob.
Okay.
King has 62. So I think let's see what Smolly has. He has 63. So like almost every Bentley is using like very, very high brake bias.
Interesting.
The more brake bias you have is the more the brakes go to the front, I think.
Yes.
And that is understeery.
Yes, I think you're right there.
Understeery on entry, understeery on slow corners, I think, and oversteery on fast corners. I don't know. We will see. If it is oversteery on fast corners, then I can see how they are doing Horus flat out. And then Ash is in 10th place at the moment. He'll show one to improve on his time at the moment. We got 4 drivers that haven't been able to set a time.
Yeah, interesting.
Thomas and Ams. But yeah, Bob has set a time, even though it is 9.3 seconds lower. He's still there.
Danny, I'm gonna spectate Andre. No, who haven't we looked at for a while? I'm gonna spectate Ash Wilson and okay, Kuda. I'm gonna spectate Kuda, and I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom. So I'm just gonna leave it with you at the moment. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to be with Cooter.
Okay.
He just went wide there. Sure. He just went wide. I'm going to watch Cooter with the same view as Robot is watching him with the helicam. We got here number 98. He's on 4th place at the moment on this practice session. His best time is a 219.8. I think next person in line in front of him is Nils with that 219.5 that he said before. I'm going to check the times quickly for a second, and but yeah, I think he's actually very, very close to Nils. Yeah, he is just 2.5 tenths behind Nils, like 2.6 tenths behind Nils, exactly. 2.7 tenths exactly behind Nils. They've done exactly the same middle sector time with a 1.152, which is amazing to know that they've done exactly the same time. Where Nils gains on him though, he gains 2 tenths on the first sector and 3 tenths on the last sector, which is actually a lot if you think about it. The difference is not that big, so I don't know what happened. How can Nils gain 2 tenths on the first sector and 3 tenths on the last sector, and only be like, okay, is this the PB? I don't think it is the PB. Okay, it is weird. It is weird to see, but yeah, the difference is not that big. It's just 3 tenths. At the moment, we're going to be checking on this lap that he's just went out of track, and I think he's going to retire the car. He went wide a little bit. He's gone wide, so he's retiring. No, he came in again. He's not done much. He's just 3 tenths. Robot, I need to explain you something
I'm
that
back,
is weird.
Go on.
It is very weird. I'm checking the times. Okay, so Niels and Coulter have exactly the same time on the middle sector with a 1.152 each, which is the purple second sector. They both have a purple second sector. But the thing is, Niels, even though he has purple, like the times do not add up. What in the hell? Like, look at the timetables. If you look at the timetables, you will see that
Let's have a look.
Andre has a 41.2, okay?
Yeah.
And that is purple first sector, but Neil, it's only 1/10 in front of Niels. It's only 1/10 in front of Niels.
Yeah,
105,000 in front of Niels, but then Niels has a better second sector by 70,000, and then a better third sector by almost 100, but not like by almost 1/10, and he's still 3/10 behind. I don't know what happens there. I think it only shows the PB, maybe.
That's really strange. Hang on. So he's a 10th. So Niels is a 10th down in sector 1, but he's, what is he, 7/10 up in sector 2, and he's 8 or 1/10 up. Yeah, that's really weird. How is Niels 2/10 off?
I don't know. How is Niels 2/10? I'm going to bring up trusty calculator and add up the numbers, because this is not adding up for me. 41.2 to 101.2 plus 36.8. That's 179 divided by 60. 2.9. Should be more. What the hell? It's no bueno. Like, it should be a 142. 142 plus 30 is a 112. What? Yes, 142 plus 30, it is a 112. Plus 5, it is a 117. So that doesn't add up. It's a 217. It doesn't add up. What? Niels just did an 18.8 and took us out of doubts, but what? Like, that's okay. 1 plus 41.2, that's a 142 flat. Plus 30, 52, 02, 12, plus 6, that's 18. This does add up. The other, okay, the other does. Okay, they do add up, but I don't know how they did. Okay, whatever. Niels just went fastest. Maybe Niels' lap was invalidated or something, but he just went fastest by 4/10. So good job from him, from Baby Chapin.
Yeah, again, for all those people in the chat, the thousands of people watching, when they were asking where is Niels, he's just answered them with a big slap in the face. A 2:18.8, the only driver to get in there. How long's left of practice, Danny?
5 seconds, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. There's still 3 guys who have not set a lap and 3 guys currently in the pit lane. It's currently quite a wide range from first all the way down to 17th. It's 9-second difference at the moment. But if you look at the groups that we have the top 4 within a second. We have the next 3 within another second. Then we have a great battle between, 8th all the way down to 12th, which is like a second and a half, or no, maybe even all the way down to 14th. So we're going to have lots and lots of action in this race. Now, Johto, Stig, I reckon they're going to be quite similarly paced to those in like 14th, 15th, and 16th at the minute, so they're going to join in on that big battle. And Castle Racing, we know he's quick, definitely top 10, possibly top 5, and he is going to disrupt that top 10 field at the minute. So yeah, this race is going to be full of action, and we will do our best to try and capture all of it. I'm being told to tell you, Danny, to check Discord.
Discord. Okay. But like private Discord or what?
Yeah, I think your private messages. I'm just going to quickly... so how long's left of this? We've got 3 minutes left. One person we haven't looked at yet is Castle. I've tried to get through everyone. If I've missed someone, sorry, just let me know and I'll make sure to spectate you next race. But I just want to see how Castle is getting on. Now, he is in the Ferrari. He's in Sakudo Racing, teammate to Nils. As I've said before, we know he's quick. We know he's consistent. He's not going to have the opportunity to qualify because he didn't meet the requirement in the pre-season over the last few weeks, but he's going to get through that pack quickly, I reckon. Ew.
I'm going to pause this, put it in, and we got 7 people watching the stream now. It's gone up by 2. Yeah,
yes!
There's not 10 seconds between 17 and first because Bob's time is not like representative. He's going to be getting quicker every lap he does. So yeah, he is not going to be setting these times in later laps. I'm going to stay on board with him. He's on the Bentley, so
okay, switching to him now. You want about Bob, yeah?
Yeah, you're gonna see how he attacks. He's having struggles with braking fully. I think he doesn't know the trick about the brake dead zone.
Ah, is he? We did tell him to check that when he joined for the first time, but I wonder if he's forgotten. And I do hope someone's explained the whole pit stop, fuel and everything to him as well, because he could find himself breaking some violations. Anyway, go on.
Good line from him on Oruge. Good job. I'm on the helmet cam.
I'll switch as well.
Yeah, he's struggling to brake fully, so maybe he needs to know this.
I'm going to check it as he goes into Brussels here. Let's have a look. So you'll be able to see his brake pressure on the bottom right hand side of the screen. It's going to show up in red. He hit it, but I don't know. Maybe you want to send him a message or something to let him know it's possible. He is a second 1.2 up, 1.3 up on his time at the minute. He's gone a little bit wide. He's managed to hold on to it, though. He's looking good at the minute. Now, his fastest, like you said, was a 2:28. What do you reckon it's going to be in quali? Oh, Bob's not qualifying, is he? He's one of those drivers that have got to start from the back, so we're not going to see his true quali pace, but we know we can hit quali times in the race too, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now, we are just 45 seconds left of the practice session, and then the race will begin. Well, qualifying first, of course, and then the race will begin. It's the first race of the season, like I said. We're racing in Spa here today. We've got a 15-minute quali followed by a 40-minute race with a 20-minute pit window, bang in the middle. The rest of the season, just so you guys know, we've got a 12-race calendar racing at 7 UTC. On Saturdays, we've got Zandvoort up next, followed by Calami, Monza, Paul Ricard and Donington, and then after Donington we're going over to Misano, then Spain for Barcelona. We've got Suzuka, Brands Hatch, Nürburgring, and we're finishing off with the ever wonderful Silverstone circuit, which finishes at the start of April, and that is practice over. So whilst we're waiting those 2.5 minutes for these drivers to come across the line, let's just quickly have a look at the times, Danny. So it is within a second for the top 5. It's Nils, followed by Ams, Lager, Andre, and Kuderman. As you said, and as we both said at the start of the session, those were the top 6, including King Mural, that could win this race. It's nice to see SD12 up there ahead of King Mural. And I am slow. He's going to be starting at the back because we've not seen him race yet, but he's got good pace there. He's in 1.9 seconds off Nils' fastest time. And apparently he's got really, really good race pace. So another person to keep an eye on there, as we've seen 2 checkered flags for our 2 drivers at the moment.
Okay, good luck commentating, bro. It's just Nils. Thanks for remembering me. Yes. Okay. Quali is going to start. I've already told Bob to check the brake bias.
Oh, great. Is your voice being shared, Danny? Just...
I don't know.
It's a good question, isn't it? Let me check.
Alright. no idea to this.
Yeah, it is, yeah. How many guys do we have watching as well? Oh, we're up to 7. Woo! Nailed it. As we've just got a few drivers out on the pits, we've got I Am Slow currently on track. He's just going through Bergemel, coming up to the bus stop chicane now, and that's going to give him the checkered flag. Joto Juicer is still on a hot lap as well. He's just about to cross the line. What time is he going to set? We can't see, unfortunately, but he's going to move up to 12th place. Very nice, Joto. He's only 3.6 seconds off the pace there. Castle Racing hasn't set a time yet. Let's see if he can set a time as he flies through Blanchemont there, full throttle, manages to keep it in. Doesn't look like he's invalidated. Is he going to be able to set a time here? And if he is, where is it going to place him? I hope for the top 10, but again, he's not going to be allowed to quali either. So we need to keep an eye on that. So he's going to come across the line. He's currently in 20th without a time. He crosses the line and he gets bumped up to 20. Oh, he's still in 20th. He must have been validated. And that's it. Quali is now beginning.
Yeah, quali is beginning, but the session has ended. Something has happened. Robot, your son is asking for you.
My son? Oh, Arj. Hey, Arj. Hope your iRacing training is going well. If you're with Bounty, tell him hello as well. And yeah, thanks for joining this stream. So, quali has begun. They've got 15 minutes to go out and set a time. It's 23 degrees air temperature, 28 degrees track. It's pretty much optimal here at Spa. You don't want it too hot, but you don't want it too cool with these long straights. It looks like they're going to be setting the fastest times they possibly can here. Now, I'm so far away from my TV, I can't see the track. I can't see the numbers of the drivers on that little track map. Can you see who's in first, Danny?
In first place at the moment. Oh, I'm going to check.
Is it Mick?
Funny.
Let me jump down to him then, and we'll stick with him as he will be setting the first hot lap if he stays in this position. So we've seen a 218 from Nils. We have seen it. I wonder if anyone else is going to be able to get it. They're going to be running low fuel now as well. We're not sure what fuel setting they were running during qualification, but you know it's pretty much. Almost 100% confirmed that they will be running low fuel here to get the shortest, the quickest possible time here in quali. I'm stumbling my words, but anyway, let's watch. He's just coming up to campus now. What do you reckon his first time's going to be, Danny?
His first time, knowing that he's done a 19, I think probably with quali fuel 19.7, maybe. Let's see if he gets it.
Let's see. I really want more than one driver to get that 218 today. I really hope we can see it.
Yeah, I'm decent at estimating times, but this early it is tough to tell. We will see. Smolly is just behind him, and he's going to get good slipstream.
He's going to get very good slipstream.
Might get a good surprise.
So here we go. Lagerfani, he's just made his way around the final corner. He's got a nice run. He was early on that throttle and it's going to give him the most amount of speed to make it down that short distance into turn 1. Let's ride on board with him and see how he gets on hitting that first apex. He's brought it down to 4th gear there. He's hit the apex well. It's helped him to over-rotate his car. He's back on the throttle early and he's already powering away at full throttle as he starts to make his way up to the climb at Eau Rouge and Radion. Is he going to hold on to full throttle here? Let's have a look. He's nailed that inside corner, taking as much curb as possible. He's full throttle all the way, holding on to 5th gear. He's not invalidated, and you can see he is still green, so he's on for a good lap. How's Smalley doing?
Smalley. I'm not looking at him, so I will...
It's okay. I'll stay on board with Lager, and you stay with Smalley, and we'll compare times here.
Smalley, he's not gaining time on the straight, so he's not actually catching so much of the slipstream. He misses the apex.
Yes, I can see he's fallen back a bit. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but he's doing fine right now. He's gained some time on that last part of Lecombe. And now they're going down, but I think he's going to miss on the slipstream for that last part before Blanchimont, which is going to mess a little bit with the snap.
It does look like he's dropped back a little bit, but he could be in a good position. To not suffer from any loss of downforce as he's coming into the corners. Now Lagerfan is just going into P1 right now. He drops it down into 3rd gear, so he could actually be running at very, very low fuel at the minute. He's back up to 4th quickly though with an early upshift. He makes it through okay. He's up into 5th now as he's coming through the pith path section. There you go, got it right. Here he comes through the right-hander and then through the left. He's hugging that inside curb. He's not taking too much, so he's not unsettled the car. He's taking as much space as he can on that right-hand side, and into Campus he goes. Now, he's holding on to second, he's up into third now. Is he going to go full throttle as he goes through Stavelot? Yes, he is, and now he's going to power on. You do not want to lose any speed here because you will suffer. You will lose tenths of a second if you don't make it full throttle through there as you make your way through the final part, the third sector of this track. So here he comes up to Bechamel. We expect him to go full throttle through this left-hander, and he does. No wobble. His car is looking very, very stable. He's in the Bentley. He's coming up to the bus stop chicane now. Brakes just after that white line. It's a good reference there. He's nailed the first part of the corner now. Is he going to be able to tuck this in? Yes, he is. He's avoided that sausage curb. He's on the throttle early. It looks like he's dropping down though. He's lost a little bit of time in the final corner, and he's done a 2:19.2. It's a low 2:19. What about Smalley?
Smalley is a 2:20.3. Lost a little bit of time in the middle sector, but it is enough to be with a good time at the moment. Nils 18.6 on his first attempt.
That's even better than his practice, right?
Holy heck!
Oh, Nils.
We got a yellow flag with coulda slapped himself at Pujon. I said before the race started. That's something that can actually happen. I think he didn't touch the wall. I'm gonna check.
You nailed it though. Good job, Danny. You called it, and it came true. The ever clairvoyant Danny, doing his job.
Methinks he didn't slap the wall, but I will have to check. I think his car is fine. He's driving a Porsche, right?
I think he is.
Yeah, he's driving a Porsche. Porsches are fast.
Yeah, and just so you know, Andre's just crossed the line. And he's gone into third place. He set a 2:19.6. Is it 19.5? There you go. I'm trying to work it out from the delta, but still, Nils, the favourite, the people's champion, the previous champion, he's 6/10 up from second place at the minute on his first banker. What a lap from Nils!
Oh my God!
Absolutely fabulous.
Ooh. So Ams just came in with a 19 flat.
Oh, we did. He's only 5/10 off Nils' time, so great for Ams. I'm just going to quickly jump to Badass as well, because he's just going through Pujon right now. Just want to see if he can avoid that inside curb. He uses it to help pull his car in, and he's back on that throttle early as well. So there's an example of someone using that inside curb to help them pull their car around. You don't see it from everyone, you do see it from some, and it's nice to see varying lines going into these corners here today.
Yoto with a 22.1, good lap from Yoto.
22.1, that is a very decent lap. Just take into account where he was just a few days ago. He's now up in 8th place. 22.1, fantastic lap.
He's in front of Proctor, so Proctor needs to up his game. Come on, boy.
Yeah, just riding on board with Badass right now. I'll jump to his actual onboard so we can just watch him go through this really quick part of the track here. He's coming up to Blanchard, I was about to say Bechamel. Danny, you've definitely broken me. He's holding on to 5th gear again. He's not seeing 6. He's just reached 6 now. So I reckon he's running some heavy downforce in that Bentley. He must be, because he's just not getting the speeds that these other guys who are using the Bentley are. He's managed to make his way around the final corner. He was at 2:20 when he came around the final corner. He's going to cross the line with a 2:23.9. That's a decent time. It's put him into 11, just outside the top 10. But that is a very, very good time by the ever-improving Badass there.
I'm watching Smalley at the moment. He's going on the Hemel Straight. Someone says here that Niels is the best, and judging by the surname, I think it is family to Niels.
Oh, is it? Let's have a look.
Because it's BBL. But Smalley gets a good run on Lecombe now, 5/10 up on his time, which would put him on the 19s already. Oh,
so that would put him ahead of Thomas Caesar if he's 5/10 up at the moment. Let's see if he can hold on to it or even improve. Oh, very nice.
Time nearly to 6/10, loses a little bit of time there, goes into a no-name or Yaki X turn. And now approaching Pujon, let's see how he does it.
Now, is he going to be another 4th gear?
No, he does it in 3rd. They want to do it secure here, I think.
And his delta is dropping a little bit as well, so that extra downshift there could have cost him about it's cost him about 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, I think he's entering the corners a little bit faster than before, but exiting them a bit slower, judging by how his delta behaves.
I think you've nailed it perfectly there, Danny. Look, he's back up to 6/10 now. A little bit of a wobble coming out of the corner, just as you say, and now he's down below 4/10 again. You're right. You've nailed it once again. He's being too aggressive.
But he's gaining a little bit now on this Blanchimont part.
He
Let's
is.
see if he takes it flat out. He's going to do it very, very easily. Yes, he does.
And it's all going to come down now to this bus stop chicane. Let's see, he's exactly 4/10 up on his time. It's climbing, it's climbing. He needs to avoid that sausage curb. It's up into 6/10. It's almost 7/10. It's above 7/10. Can he get on that throttle early? It's dropping down now to 6. And he's run out of fuel? He's going slow. Oh no! He was 7/10 up on his time, and he's just run out of fuel. Oh, Smalley!
Oh my God! He did a castle.
Oh no! Maximus is turning in his grave right now, as we've still got 6 drivers yet to set a time, and it's still nils. But look at that! Andre is now only 100th off his time, 12,000th in fact. So there's another driver in the 218s, and has Lagerfani done it too? Is he in the 218s? Oh no, he's not. It's 219 flat. He still hasn't improved on his first banker lap. But look at that. Andre is not giving up without a fight here. This is a great qualifying session.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. And see, Mick, they're doing a good job at just getting laps down. Because we all know it's tough to not invalidate in this track, going flat out in most corners. So basically getting a time set will get you in front of some people, and knowing that there is 4 guys that cannot set a lap time. Ash hasn't set a time. We could stand with him for a minute. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, actually, you stick with Ash. I'm going to stick with SD12 Dash at the minute, who's just going through Brussels now. But yeah, keep us updated on how Ash is doing, because he's just slightly behind SD12 Dash at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So SD12 Dash, he's 2.1 seconds off nils at the moment. I'm just going to quickly jump to the onboard so we can see his delta to see if he's improving on his time. Yes, he is. He's already 3/10 up on his time, actually. So he's doing a pretty decent job. He's just making his way through Puon right now. I think that's where we are.
Yeah, no,
yes,
Ash
it is.
is going for Puon, so.
Is Ash? Oh, yeah, Ash hasn't set a time yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, he hasn't set a time.
Okay. Up or down on his delta. I can tell you though that SD12, as he comes through campus, is indeed up on his time, and it's actually growing. He's 5/10 up and it's climbing. He's on for a decent lap here. 220 flat at the moment. He could be looking at a 219 here. I didn't expect SD12 to be in the 219s, and if he does, that's going to definitely mix up this top 6, top 7 lineup here.
Yeah, and Ash is looking for a great lap. He's on a rate to be just 2 seconds behind Nils. So that would put him on the 20s in terms of lap time. We'll see how he ends up. He's losing time throughout all of this part of the track.
And SD12, is set at 220.3, up to 7th place now. What about Ash?
Ash is just finishing his lap. He's just going to set a time. It's going to be a 21 something, 21.5, which sets him in 10th place.
Top 10.
Good job from him. Top 10 is just enough.
Ooh, he's pulled over half on track. What's he playing at there? Someone just had to avoid him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Andre had to avoid him there.
That was a bit silly there.
Ash is going to have just enough time for 1 lap. He went back to the pits and he's gone out again just to get 1 more lap done. He's going to have just enough time because there's only 2 minutes left in the session.
Interesting.
And Andre is doing his last attempt. I think he's going to have enough to get 2 at the moment. We'll see if he's improving. He's 3/10 down on himself. Gaining those 3/10 is going to be really, really tough for him. He needs to gain them to catch Nils. It's nearly perfect laps and they need to improve on nearly perfect attempts. So it's going to be very, very difficult.
Yep. Jester did just improve on his time as well. He's not going to have enough time to get round again, so that's going to be him done in 14th place at the minute. He set a 2:23.547, which again is a very, very decent lap for Jester. That is another improvement. I think during the practice race, he set a 2:25 or a 2:26 in quali, I think. So
yeah,
great improvement.
In quali, he's at 26.2.
So look at that. He's improved 3 seconds over 3 days. That is determination right there. So, Danny, I'm riding on board with Nils right now, who's currently in pole. He's just made his way through Puhan. Andre is just coming up to campus right now. Andre's only 12 thousandths off Nils's time, so I'm going to stick with Andre now to see if he's going to be able to improve and take that pole position away from Nils. But if you could check if Nils's delta is green or red, that would be very, very helpful.
Okay, I'm going to check because Giotto, I was going to watch Giotto, but Giotto just stopped on track. He's going to the pits, just finishing his qualifying. He was not up in time. Nils is in the pits, though. So.
Oh, he's back in the pits now. Okay, so Andre has only got 30 seconds left, and I think he's on an out lap right now or something. Because he's on a warm-up lap possibly because he's 1.8 seconds off, and this is going to be his last attempt now. With 20 seconds to go, as he crosses the line, he is starting a lap. This is it. I'm going to stick with Andre. Stick with Andre to see if he can knock Nils off that top spot on the qualifying podium at the minute.
Up on the first corner.
He is, and that is enough at the moment, but let's see if he can hold on to it. I just want to give a quick shout out to OFR's father figure, Fuller, Ivor Sawhead, who's joined us in the chat. OFR would be nothing without you. And AJ, his heir to the throne of OFR. He's going to be racing in an iRacing event this January, I think, with Super Bounty and a few others, so make sure we tune into that as well. Now, he is still 1/10 up on his time as he's making his way through the Kemmel Straight. He did manage to take Eau Rouge flat out, and that has helped him hold on to that 1/10 advantage. Nils is going to be in the pits probably watching this to see if the inaugural qualifying session is going to be taken from someone other than Nils. Andre is now 2/10 up on his time as he makes his way towards Brussels. He's invalidated his time. He can't do it. He can't do it. Now, who else could take it away from him? Lagerfani, let's jump to him. He's in the pits. Thomas Caesar, can he do it? He's... Oh, no.
Bottle, Joe.
That was it was a bit of a bottle. Sorry, Andre, you had the pace there, but unfortunately,
You also had the commentators curse on
you did. You did. Really, really sorry about that. Blame Danny. It wasn't me. It was definitely Danny. Right, who else can take it away? I don't know. I'm going to jump on board with Mick, though, because Mick is just coming up to the bus stop chicane now. Now, he's in 15th place at the minute. He's 7.87 seconds off the pace. He's coming across the line. Is he going to be able to improve his time? He's in P15. He comes across the line, and he doesn't... he does improve his time, but he doesn't manage to bump up any more positions. Proctor is stopped on track. SD12 Dash, remember, he's 1.2 seconds off the pace at the minute. He's coming up to the bus stop chicane right now. I can't click drive anymore, so I can't actually see the delta, unfortunately.
Drive if you press options and click drive.
Ah, okay. I'll stick here for now to see if he improves.
He improved for 6.
He improved.
Ooh. 6.
And that's it.
Job.
That's it.
You want a picture or something?
Oh, well, I've got it on the stream, so hopefully I can just grab it from there. I think that'll be okay.
Milo just said in the chat, I ran out of fuel. It would have been mid-18, so he just did a small.
Oh no, he's P5 as well, which isn't that bad of a position. But look at that, 12 thousandths between Nils and Andre, 3/10 between Nils and Lager. 4/10 between Nils and Ams, and under 6/10 between Nils and King. This race is going to be an interesting one. Congrats everyone who finished. And remember, those guys who haven't set a time were not allowed to set one. It's not like they've invalidated or anything. They weren't allowed to leave the pits. But from next race onwards, they will all be allowed to qualify if they've raced with us before. So yes, it should be good. So here we go. We have a rolling start, don't we? A full lap.
Yep. The worst feeling in the world.
Absolutely. It takes over 4 minutes to perform this outlap. Well, this formation lap, sorry, because they're driving so slowly on a very, very long track. And they're going to be swerving to try to get as much pressure into those tyres as they possibly can. It's going to be a dry race. I believe we're looking at around a 27-degree track temperature and somewhere between 22 and 23 degrees air temperature. We've got no wind, so they're not going to have any advantage or disadvantage getting pushed up hills or blown down them. It's going to be a very static race. So it's all going to come down to driver skill, driver pace, and driver consistency. Danny, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, seeing what times Andre and Nils were able to pull out, I think it's going to be between both of them. One of the two.
Now, we cannot forget Smalley here. Smalley's won at Spa when we didn't expect him to. He showed up with no practice in the practice race, finished P2. This guy's track on ACC is Spa. He loves it. Everyone knows he loves it, and everyone knows he's fast around here. I reckon he could be in a podium position here when the race finishes. Apart from Smalley, can you think of any other underdogs who might finish ahead of where they've qualified?
30 seconds.
Oh. I cannot see the grid, but well, Castle didn't qualify, so he's obviously going to jump people, I think.
True. That is true. I reckon he's going to get into that top 10, no doubt.
Yeah, and the cameras for the start-finish line are funny. I'm looking at them. I should have gone for some Chinese. I'm going to go for some Chinese leftovers.
Okay, I'll take care of the formation lap. Don't you worry.
Yeah, because it's longer than something that I cannot say on the stream. If not, I will be revoked from my release.
Danny, I'm going to also, in addition to the swear jar, you're going to have an indirect innuendo jar where any indirect sexual references, you put €10 in the pot. Okay?
It's not a sexual reference, it's just an indirect innuendo.
Alright, so here we go. These guys are getting their tyres up to temp and up to pressure. They're going to try and put as much heat into those brakes too, because we know as soon as they get to the top of Radion, they've got a long straight, and those brakes are going to cool down so much they could even overshoot. So they do need to be careful there. I can't return to garage right now, so I'm just going to... I'm on board with SD12, so I can't even select nils. So hopefully it will let me do it before the race starts, but if not, we're going to be stuck with SD12, which is not a bad thing. It's just not first place, so we might not be able to see what's happening up front. And I definitely can't go to return garage, so we're going to be stuck here for now. So like I said, it's a very long formation lap. These drivers are just going to have to drive within a delta. If they don't, they're going to have to get teleported to the pit lane and start from the pits. As far as I'm aware, no one forgot to click drive, so they're not going to be getting penalties by starting in the pit lane plus additional OFR penalties. Everyone is going to be safe there. But it's very nice to see a full grid, and as you can see, some cars are kind of going through other cars at the moment, and that's because ghosting is on in this formation lap to avoid any damage and things like that. But they can still hit a wall, let's not forget that, and if they do, they're going to have some damage, some serious damage. They are definitely not going to want to go up by erosion Radion in, and they're definitely not going to want to start the racing. Yes, AJ, my voice is cracking. I just did a burp hiccup thing at the same time, and my chest just felt like it doubled in size. Oh, it was awful. Now, let's get back to this, as we're seeing drivers try to put as much heat into those brakes as they can. You can see big acceleration. What you can also do right now is turn your traction down, spin those rears up, and really generate some heat into them and get them nice and sticky for the start of the race. But it is still early in this lap. They've not even got to Sector 3 yet, so they've got a long way to go. And remember, they're traveling with like a 70 kilometer per hour delta, which is causing everything in their car to just cool down, and it's exactly what they don't want to do, and that is why we're seeing them swerve left, right, and heavy braking to try to force and retain some heat into these very crucial car parts. AJ, give me some info on that iRacing event, and I'll try to promote it for you. As far as I'm aware, it's the 24-hour iRacing event at Daytona, I want to say. I think we've got a nice lineup. We've got Proctor and Bounty, the two previous winners of the OFR iRacing event for Team OFR, rather. And we've got AJ, Mats, and we've got Atomic and Broomer, I think, as well. So we've got a lot of very fast, very consistent, and many previous OFR drivers that are going to be racing together in the 24-hour event. Hopefully, Bounty's not going to leave this time and then leave, full control to AJ to return to an abandoned race like last time. Just kidding, that's just a rumor, allegedly. Now, let's get back to this. You can still see, again, they're still battling to keep their car temperatures warm and stick to that delta. We still can't change driver, so we're going to have to stick with SD12 for now. And look at the grid. It's so nice to see a full grid. Whoever said OFR was dead was right, to be fair. But hopefully we can get it back. So where are they? They're in the third sector. They're going through Blanchimont Béjamel now. AJ said it. Mats, Vilsek, Brumer, and AJ that's doing that. It's very, very nice. I'm pretty sure Atomic's doing it too. Anyway, the more drivers, the merrier. And if you want to participate, again, where we won one of the previous events, that's Team OFR, just join our OFR Discord. There should be a link in the chat. I'm sure Nightbot's having his way in posting it every 10 minutes or something like that now. We're not starting on the start-finish line. They have to get round the first corner, and they start just before they get to Eau Rouge. So you can see here, they're still getting into position now. They're going to move away from the single file, and they're going to be lining up on the left and right side of the grid. So that's why you're seeing this formation right now. This is going to be their starting positions, and they need to stay within the green box that you can't see, but you would see it on the head-up display if you were racing. And AJ said Atomic has exams, so he can't do it. Oh, that's a shame. Atomic is a very fast, very clean, very consistent driver, but maybe next time he can join. So guys, here we go. We're coming into turn one now. Again, I still can't switch driver, so we're going to be on board with SD12 right now. I'll try to actually jump to his onboard, see if we can see anything going on ahead, or maybe the helicopter cam would be better. Let's switch to the helicam. Waiting for it to go green now as they're riding towards that 70 kilometer per hour limit. You can see them getting as close to 70 as they can. We're waiting for the green flag here as we begin the first race of Season 3 in OFR ACC Division 1. And there we go. The green light is on and they are making their way. We don't want to see any side-by-sides as they go up through Eau Rouge. We have got a side-by-side there. It looks like Andre has managed to take that first position from Nils. Nils gets a little bit sloppy on that throttle. He's lost another position, I think, as we're seeing third place move around into second. Nils has dropped down again as another driving ride. And I think Nils is hit. There's a big incident between Nils and another driver there. Very, very big incident. Let's just quickly see who it was. We'll jump back to Nils now. That's going up through Radion. We saw a big collision between Nils and another driver. It was Nils, and now he is struggling already. He's dropped down to, he must be near the back somewhere. It's not quite showing his position yet because the game hasn't caught up. He's in 20th. Nils is in, 19th then. He's in 19th place at the moment. A terrible, terrible start for Nils. But let's go back up to the start now. I think it was AMS. I think he had an incident with AMS or King Mural. It was one of them. But now it's Andre in first place of this race. Danny, it was a very interesting start. Nils went side by side with Andre, and Andre came out on top. But then after that, he got hit, I think, by another driver.
Oh my god. Any slots left for ACC? AJ, yeah, well, depends. We have a full grid today, AJ. So, I don't know. I missed the start, sorry. The Chinese food didn't heat up because it is Chinese. It takes some time to do normal stuff.
Yeah.
Russell was involved in the incident, I think, because he's very, very slow on the back of the grid and his car looks a little bit broken.
Oh no. So I think he might have collected one of those drivers that spun, unfortunately. But it's still Andre out in front now. But this battle isn't over. Look how close AMS is behind. He's only 2 tenths behind as they're going through Blanchemont here. We could see a late move as he's going into the bus stop chicane. Are we going to see it? He looks like he's trying to approach that inside line. It looks like Andre's got it covered, but no, he's going to tuck him behind for now, and he's going to stay behind through the bus stop chicane. But again, we could see something very, very, very soon. So I'm going to stick with these two for now as they are going down the pit straight here, and let's see if AMS is going to challenge him as the pit lane opens. We might see some drivers pitting here, but again, there's a pit window. They have to pit within the middle of the race, 10 minutes either side. So if anyone pits now, they are going to be heavily disadvantaged in the middle of this, well, towards the end of the race.
Yesterday he's having some problems, I think. Yes, he's having some problems.
Who is?
He lost positions, or is it Nils? Nils is struggling to drive around with his car at the moment. Jester just overtook him easily on the last corner.
Damage now. Really sorry to interrupt there, Danny, but we have got AMS moving to the racing line as they're coming up to the Camel Straight. Is he going to be able to outbrake Andre, who's claimed the inside line? No, he's not. Andre's claimed the apex for the first and second part of the chicane here. So no dramas there for now, and AMS is still pressuring him a lot here. AMS does not want to. Who am I switching to?
Slap the wall. Badax is slap the wall.
Oh no.
Rouge, and everybody's overtaking him. Stig is up to 12th. At the moment, we know Stig, very good karting driver, competing in karting in Europe. And I am slow. He's not that slow because he's in 10th place and he's pushing Ash at the moment. I'm going to stay with this too.
Okay, I'm going to quickly jump down then to this battle for 10th place at the moment. I'll switch to I Am Slow. You're right, he is right behind Ash, and Ash is right behind Mick as well. I'll keep an eye on that lead. I'm going to stick to this view at the minute. Actually, no, I won't. I'll go to the actual drive cam as we watch this midfield battle as Mick goes wide at Puon, but he manages to pull it back in here. He's got pressure from Ash behind now. He's not going to want to give up that position as Ash is now getting pressured. He's off the racing line as he goes into the corner here at the chicane. They're going through Piff Paff right now. And look at this, I Am Slow down the inside of Ash. There's a little bit of contact, but both of them are okay. Hopefully no damage there as Ash is forced wide. A lot going on in this race right now. Hopefully these drivers can keep it a little cleaner. It is a non-contact sport, and they need to just cool down here. And I think Ash wants to get ahead of Mick as he possibly can, but look at this. Well, Ash has gone very, very wide there, and Mick has got the pace right now. Mick is out in front in P8, and he is not letting any of these other drivers pass. It's Ash has now lost a position to I Am Slow.
He's not that slow, I see.
He's not that slow at all. Look at this, I Am Slow moving up. He's now going to make a move on Mick, I think, as he goes down the inside into the bush top chicane. Yes, he is later on the brakes. Yes, he has the apex. And yes, he has the line. He has now moved up another position.
Going on the inside, I think he might be able... Oh, he stops Ash. Not good. No bueno for Ash.
Going to quickly just jump back as we watch Andre and Am's battle as they go up through Eau Rouge again. I'm sure both of these guys are flat out through here, and this could be another opportunity for Ams down the Camel Straight.
Oh my, that was intense for half a lap.
It was indeed. Now he's very close. He's moving off the line. He's got the slipstream, but because these cars are so heavy on fuel at the minute, he can't really take advantage. And let's not forget, both of these guys are in the same car. They're in the Bentley, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're running similar setups. So it's pretty much all coming down to who's got the later brakes, who's got the earlier throttle application in this race at the moment. But right now, it is still Andre in first place.
I mean, Kim Merrill is just like 1 second behind both of them, with Dash behind Kim Merrill, being pressured by Smolly, and Thomas is very close to Smolly.
Yeah, I am.
Behind him.
Indeed, and look at this, Ash is still behind his... Oh, and Nils is right behind Ash at the minute now as well. Nils is trying to get back up to pace, and Mick is doing an absolutely fantastic job keeping pace ahead of Ash at the minute. He's running in, what, P9? I didn't think he'd expect that, but Mick always surprises you. He's doing an absolutely fantastic job here as Nils is still pressuring Ash from behind.
Proud of the team and of someone. Giotto stole the seat of that person today, so we don't know who Mick's teammate is.
We don't know who it was, but I'm sure they could be doing as great a job as Mick is doing right now as well. I'm just jumped to SR Dog, who's in P16, who is pressuring... Oh, I've missed it. I'm going to quickly jump back. I hate how much you have to click to switch drivers here.
Don't worry. He went wide. Nils overtook him after Pujon. So now Mick needs to hold up Nils for the moment.
Ash has just gone wide again, and he's going through Piff Paff. I think he's having trouble. Not sure if he's got damage on his car, but he definitely could do. When this race dies down a bit, I am going to quickly map a key so I can see their pit stop strat to see how much damage these guys are running. But look at this. Nils is now trying to make a move on Mick. They're going through Blanchemont. Nils, do not do it here. Mick is not going to give up that position. He's done the right thing. He stayed behind, and he's going to hopefully get late on the brakes. They go through, but Mick has claimed the inside line here. Mick is doing an absolutely fantastic job. But look at this late braking from Nils there. Has he managed to get him? He has. He's got the inside line through bus stop. There's a little bit of contact between these two now, and that has forced Mick off the line, and now Ash is battling Mick as well. Mick is not going to be happy with that. He was doing everything right, but there was contact between these two, and now there's going to be heavy pressure from Ash as he's going up through Eau Rouge.
Yeah, but I think that contact, that contact is probably a little bit justified. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm going to save the replay either way. Let's see what happens. Replay saved.
Save the replay. I didn't do it because I'm too busy eating some chicken with I don't know how that thing is called, but yes, chicken with something. Ow.
Yep. Now Ash is up on his Delta. He did cut on the inside of Radion there. He's right behind Mick now. Is he going to be making a move down the inside? Not here. Mick needs that apex, but look at this. He's late, and he's gone deep. He's gone very deep into the corner. He needs to be careful when he rejoins the track. He's going to have lots of cars around him, and Mick is still ahead. Big mistake from Ash there. He was just a bit late on the brakes, but he's not too far behind. He can recover. Now, I've been looking at these guys for quite some time. I'm going to quickly jump to Thomas Caesar now, who is in P6, who is right behind Smalley, and apologies apologies not being able to see all 20 drivers, but there is a lot going on, and you know, it's very difficult to switch drivers here. So we're doing the best we can. But Danny, if you do see any battles, let me know.
In the back, I'm going to stay here in the back. I'm watching. I don't know who this is. But oh no, he went wide. I don't know who you are, but you know it's Stig.
Oh, it's Stig.
No, Stig almost lost it. Somebody, Castle just went wide. Stig overtook him. I'm just watching the back guys. I'm watching Bob's Your Uncle with Stig, Castle, and Dog really close together. Remember, guys, that you get points for every position in this division. So.
Yes, indeed, and that is going to help motivate the guys that are finishing down below. They can still gain valuable points for their team, and that's what's important. Now, Mick and Ash have been trading positions. Mick has managed to get back ahead of Ash right now, and with
just behind them.
Indeed, and we've got a big battle going on between Smalley, SD12, and Thomas Caesar 2. Now, there has been a leader change that we've missed, unfortunately. Ams is now leading the race, 7/10 ahead of Andre. And look at this, King Mural only 1 second behind now, so he's going to jump in on this battle for first place very soon. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on as we're still seeing position changes. And look at that. Who's just got past Ash? Is that Jester?
Yeah.
Yes, he has. Jester's overtaken him now as well. A lot going on. Now, pit window is going to open in 10 seconds' time, and that's going to be important for those guys at the back. Now, is Lagerfani going to pit? He is. Look, you can see he's slowing down. He's waiting for that pit window to open. He's got 3 seconds left. He's going to open it so he can jump in with a fresh car. Pit window open. He comes into the pits. Very clever there. Is Badass going to come into the pits too? I imagine he probably will. Ams is still ahead, 5/10 ahead in fact, and Mick is still ahead of Jester, who's ahead of Ash, who's ahead of Bob. A lot of battles going on track right now. Smalley is still ahead of Thomas. Oh no, Smalley's got past Thomas. He's ahead of the pack now.
He's had an incident or something. He's getting overtaken very easily.
Oh no, I hope he hasn't switched his engine mode down. That's something he can do quite easily. But again, big battle going on for fourth place right now as we are watching Smalley, Thomas Caesar and SD12 battle for that fourth place. I'm going to quickly switch to the onboard of Thomas Caesar just to see Smalley making a move down the inside. Oh no, Smalley's hit him. He's hit him. He's pushed SD12 off track, and now Smalley's dropped behind. I think that was a bit of a mistake from Smalley, but hopefully there's not that much damage. Now the pit window is open. If he does have damage, he can come in, but I think that was a very ambitious move there. It was a very brave move indeed. Replay saved. Let's not forget that. And they're still fighting. That's the important thing. They're still. Oh, Smalley's gone wide. He's gone very wide there. He could have damage on his car as he makes his way through Stavelot.
There's a lot of stuff happening in the back with Jester and all of these dudes just battling it out. Jester's in 11th place. He's lost some time to Mick. I think no, Mick is behind. Mick had an incident. No.
Is he behind?
Yes.
Oh.
Everybody started just doing weird. I was going to say another word. Everybody started just doing weird stuff. No, Mick is in front, right? No,
it's. Hang on. Okay, yeah, that's another thing wrong with this game. It does take a while for the positions to update. I think they've got a strange delta calculation. They must have done it by dividing the track up. But anyway, are we seeing anyone pit?
Happened at the same time. Pitting, the Funny is pitting. Badass is in the pits.
Nils is in.
They had done it. I Am Slow is in.
And Nils is in too.
Yeah, Nils. If he has damage from that first lap incident, no, he's not in. Nils.
No.
No, he's not in.
Oh, it's number 7. Sorry, it's I Am Slow. I thought number 7 was 7th position. You're right. It's I Am Slow. So let me see who's closest on track right now. There's a bit of a battle going on between Stig and Bob, who's trailing behind Ash at the moment. Both Stig and Bob are in that Bentley. Ash is in the Aston, or the Ashton, as it's most commonly known these days.
Yeah, because he's the guy that uses it, basically.
Indeed. And we've still got this battle between Thomas and SD12. Smalley didn't pit, so I don't think Smalley's got that much damage. But remember, when we've not reached half race distance yet, there's still got another 7 minutes. And rumour has it, going long in this game helps you out a lot. So don't expect these guys to pit too soon. What was that, sorry?
Yeah, the more you are on track, the better.
Yeah, I've never really understood that. I don't know why. because it's pretty much overcut wins, but I don't understand why. Yeah.
I think it is. I think it is because of the tires. When you go into the pits, you go out with like freezing cold tires, and you are way slower. If you have the correct pressures when you're lapping, you're like 1 second faster. If you can go long, and with a pit lane that is like 10 years long, as Spa is, I think it is better to just stay on track for as long as you can, then go in pit, get out the latest, so you can keep adding 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second for as long as you can.
I see. I'm really sorry to interrupt there, Danny, but we've just seen, I think, a mistake from Thomas, who pushed SD12-, saved the replay, and then he gave the position back, and then Smalley snuck down the inside, took full advantage of that, and is now moved up ahead of both of them. Smalley is back up in 4th place. Clever move there.
Cheeky. Yeah, very cheeky, but that's racing.
That's racing. You've got to get it done. You've got to take every opportunity you can. It was fair, it was clean, and he's done it. Now, we've got some more guys in the pits. Johto has pitted now, and we've got Kuderman pitting too. So that leaves, I think that's 5 pitters now, and there's still 15 drivers who are just about to approach half race distance in about 2 laps time. Now, there's a lot of big gaps between people at the moment. The closest is Thomas Caesar and SD12, and there's a bit of a battle going on between Stig and Bob Schrinkel. Oh, and Stig almost loses it at the bus stop chicane. He's gone over the curb, and that's going to open him up to Lagerfani here. He's left himself wide open. Expect Lagerfani to make a move very, very soon. Here he goes. Now, he's left the inside open, and yeah, I think Stig's just allowing him to pass there. Lagerfani did pit, remember? He did pit, so he's got tyres and fuel, I think, to the end of the race here. Stig's tucked in behind Lagerfani.
He doesn't do it flat out. Oh, he loses
he's lost it. Oh, no, Stig, he can avoid the wall still. No, he cannot. He's hit the wall head on. Unfortunately, he needs to be careful rejoining here. Good job he's going as wide as possible. Stick in the pit lane, and he should be okay now. He's going to have to pit. I think that was a plus 100 km/h full head-on collision there, so he's probably going to have to pit.
His bonnet is moving, so...
Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. You can see his bonnet. It's like, oh, he's on the grass. He needs to get off it in the braking zone. He's going to go straight on here. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Oh, no, and he's gone off again. He's going to hit the wall. Another head-on collision. Oh, no. He's in trouble. He needs to get that car back to the pit lane as quick as he possibly can. That's a shame. He was doing well. Now, let's have a look at the deltas, the gaps between these two drivers. And any two drivers. I can't see anyone close apart from, again, Thomas Caesar and SD12, so I'm just going to stick with them for now, as AMS is still leading the race.
Ooh, they're going side by side. I think he's going to try a launch.
Oh, he's late. He's having to swerve on the brakes there to not go into the back of SD12.
SD12 just took a defensive line. He didn't really pick the outside or the inside. He stood roughly in the middle, so it might have caught Thomas Caesar a little bit off guard. But they're going through the first corner with Smalley just in front of him, like saying, "Get me out of this. Just leave me out of that."
You're right. Smalley's
doesn't want anything to do with that.
You're right. He's pulled away as well, like you say. Smalley is in a very fortunate position here, and he did make. I think he made a little bit of a mistake, but he's taken his time. He's managed to cool down, and he's really showing the skill that he's got as Thomas Caesar kind of cuts Raddy on there. Like I said, Smalley's the underdog. You need to keep an eye on him at Spa because he is quick.
Caesar, he's going in. He's going in for the move.
Yep, SD12 is claiming that inside line, but Thomas Caesar is now ahead. Is he going to be able to outbrake, or is SD12 going to keep that inside line, claim the apex? They've kept it clean, and Thomas Caesar's ahead, but SD12 is not giving up. He's still got the inside as he's going in to the last part of the chicane. He's gone deep into the corner. He's gone wide, but look at this. They're still side by side. Oh my gosh, this is a very, very nice battle between these two drivers here, as SD12 and Thomas are still battling wheel to wheel here. Fantastic job, guys.
We got someone just behind them.
They do, but I think it's the lapped Kuderman. It is. Kuderman is in P17, I think. So if he overtakes them, he's going to get blue flag. But if you can pull away, then do it, because you don't have to stay behind. Ooh, and Thomas Caesar nearly runs right into the back of SD12 there. He needs to be careful here. He doesn't want another incident where he pushes him off and has to lift, because we can then see Kuderman getting involved in this battle here, which I'm sure he does not want. But he's looking a bit impatient here. He wants to get past as quick as possible. He is full throttle even when he's stuck behind the driver. Very nice there from Thomas Caesar. He's got the slipstream. He's up into 5th gear. He's really pushing that Bentley to the limit here. He's pushing that McLaren to the limit too. Someone's been disqualified. Who is it?
What the hell? Who's been disqualified?
I just saw a disqualification message on the right hand side. I'm going to stick with these two. Oh no, I think he spun and drove backwards, but he's been disqualified from the session as both of these guys are almost too late on the brakes. They both managed to turn it in as Thomas dives into the pit lane now. We are reaching halfway distance and he's going to hope that this undercut can work. Can he get it slowed down in time? Yes, he can. Look at that.
I think he did the right thing at this point. He cannot overtake him on track. He's tried like twice. He's not been able to do it. Ash is very, very far behind from him, so he's not going to lose a position. Well, he's going to lose the position just because this pit lane is longer than a day with your granddad at a lake. But he's not going to lose much time, and Dash now has the pressure on him. He needs to just get consistently good lap times, and he's not improving on his times. Oh, and as I said, he overshoots the corner. He overshot Lecombe. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of time. He's lost a whole second because of it. Thomas Caesar might have gained a lot of advantage there. He's lost nearly 2 seconds by that mistake.
Oh no, this could be close then. This could really be close. And if you're right with the whole overcut thing, SD12 could have a massive advantage now.
He's got an advantage, but he's lost 2 seconds on that.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Thomas lost. Oh, of course, Thomas is in the pits. So Thomas could be in a better position. I see what you mean now. Right.
Yeah, if he pits, if he gets consistent laps after pitting on his out lap and all that, and SD12 doesn't pit in this lap, he's risking making more mistakes. He's 3 seconds down on his lap time. He's lost nearly 2 seconds now, which is a huge amount of time. He should be trying to pit. If I were him, I would pit directly in this lap, because just one mistake is enough to frighten me, to scare me to death. As I'm saying that, Thomas Caesar is going out of the pits, I think, already. He's off the pits. He's in 9th position with Andre in front of him, very far ahead. Bob Jerunkel is also in front of him, but he has issues.
Oh no, Bob, no.
His car is not turning very well. I don't know what happened. He was turning left, but his car was going straight. So something might be wrong. Yeah, his bonnet is moving, so he slapped the wall.
Oh no.
He slapped the wall. I don't know which wall, but he slapped something. He might have his directional column broken because his car is not really turning that much.
Now, one interesting battle that is going on right now, Lagerfani, who's in 17th place, is just overtaking Ash, who's in P5. Lagerfani is going to start receiving blue flags, but he is faster. So if he can pull away quick enough, he's not going to have to let Ash past again. But he is quicker. And this is something that you know, might annoy one of the drivers. And Ash is in the pits. Never mind, Ash is now in the pits. And Mick has already pitted, remember, and these two were battling. So let's see what happens here. If you can stick with Ash, I'm going to stick with Mick, who has now just gone through turn 1. Now, we know you lose a lot of time in the pit lane here, and I don't think Mick's going to be able to get ahead of Ash, bearing in mind Ash is probably not going to spend more than 2 minutes in the pits, unless I'm mistaken. So let's see what happens here. I think Mick must have had an incident somewhere.
Yeah, Mick, I think, lost some time. He missed the corner, I think, if I remember correctly. He's in 15th, so he's lost some positions.
Yeah, and now Lagerfani is trying to battle with both SR Dog and Mick. And the problem is, Mick and SR Dog are engaged in a battle, but Lagerfani is quicker. and he's just got past them. He's probably going to be getting blue flags again, but he is quicker, so he is allowed to unlap himself if he can pull away quick enough. Now, this might get Mick a little bit heated, but Mick is doing everything he needs to do right now. He's doing he's had a lot of battles. He's managed to keep it clean on track from what we've seen, and he's been consistent too, and he needs to keep that now. Where's Ash? Is he still in the pit lane?
Yeah, Ash is still in the pit lane. He hasn't stopped yet.
There we go. That's just how long this is. And Mick is just coming up to P1 now.
Yeah, Ash is going to come out of the pits like 20 seconds in front of Mick.
Interesting. And that's another example of going longer. Now, Mick is on a 1:29, so he's got about 40 seconds left. And if Ash has just stopped, it's a 30-second pit stop. So you're right, Danny, looking like he's got a 20-second advantage here at the moment. But remember, these two were battling, and all of a sudden, they were miles apart. There could still be a stewards report incoming. We don't know what happened between those two.
Me neither. Now Bob just pitted. It's going to be like 20 seconds behind Ash. Bob is going to come out nearly at the same time as Mick.
Interesting.
So we might not see an Ash versus Mick. We might see an Ash versus Ben.
Now, is Ash out of the pits?
Yeah.
He is, okay, and Mick is just gone through Blanchimont. So Ash is ahead, and Mick is still battling with SR Dog here. Now, Bob is...
Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Castle's in.
What Ben does. I think his pit time is ending. It is ending, and Mick is going around.
So this could be very, very close. You're right, this could be close. So Mick's just gone around turn 1. Where's Bob?
Bob hasn't exited yet, so yep, Mick is ahead.
He's ahead. Good job, Mick. So that's put Mick where? He's now he's in 16th, but he's going to overtake a few, isn't he? Yeah. And oh, look at this. Oh no, I think he's lifted a bit too much. SR Dog is now, he was just side by side, but Mick's the power of that BMW in a straight line. He's just pulling away. He's pulling away, even with the slipstream that SR Dog has. Mick is pulling away. That is the straight line speed of that German car.
Yeah, the BMW has really, really nice straight line speed.
Now, SD12 is in the pit lane. He's in the pit lane. He's stopped in his pit box. Who was he battling? It was Thomas Caesar, wasn't it? Who's just coming through turn 1 now. Where's SD12? Is he pulling away? He's not pulling away yet. Where's Thomas Caesar? He's just going past him now. Thomas Caesar's got him. SD12 is still stationary. There we go. The undercut for Thomas Caesar worked, and that could all be blamed. Yeah, it could be blamed on that mistake that you observed from SD12. He could have just lost out. And there we go. SD12 has just come out of the pit lane now. So, Danny, I think you called it yet again. That mistake has cost him a position there.
Yeah, in not other position than fifth position now. Smolly is right now pitting. He's just come in.
He has.
Because on first place he hadn't pitted. He's going to lose out on AMS, because AMS is going through Pujon at the moment.
Yes, so he will, but I think he's going to reclaim P4. And look at that, hang on, who's AMS just... Oh, AMS has just got past the back marker, there we go.
Yeah, Andre is really, really close to him.
Oh, Andre, as he just said that, he's made a mistake at Piff Path. He's gone deep into the second part of that chicane, and he's probably just lost about 2 seconds there. You've just cursed him as well.
It's helping Smalley.
Smalley's still not stopped. Now, where's Andre? Andre's just gone through Stavelot now. So that's about what? He's about 30 seconds out, and Smalley hasn't stopped. Smalley's got about 10 seconds before he stops. So he's looking at P4. He's looking at a solid P4.
He's looking at a P4. He's looking to reclaim his position, so it's not bad. And Thomas Caesar, let's see where he comes out in regards to Thomas Caesar, because Thomas Caesar is going to Blanchimont right now.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Smalley just stopped his car.
So 30 seconds. Okay, so let's see. And Thomas Caesar is only 20 seconds out from finishing the lap. This is going to be close. Okay, I'll stick with Thomas then. So here he comes. He's in the braking zone now. He's hit the apex. He's missed the apex, rather, at the bus stop chicane. He's hit the second one, though. He's looking okay. He's straightened his car up, and he's now pulling down the main straight. How's Smalley looking?
Smalley, I don't know how much time he has left.
And here we go. Thomas has hit the braking zone into turn 1. He's hit the apex and he's powering out of turn 1 now. This is going to be very, very close. I wonder what's going to happen here. Here we go. Thomas has just got past the pit lane. I don't think he's done it. I think Thomas is in P5.
Oh my god, Smolly, they're going to come really, really close together right now. They're coming side by side nearly. Oh my god.
That was close. That is close. And let's not forget, Thomas is going to be carrying a lot more speed right now as well. And look at the gap, it's closing down. And he's going to be on better tyres.
Yep.
Big battle ahead as Smalley goes deep into the corner. Smalley has gone deep. He's managed to tuck it in though. He held on to that brake, but he's made a mistake. He's going to get pressured here.
His butt at the moment. What happened?
It's okay. It's okay for now. They've both met their braking zone, but the gap is minute. You couldn't even fit an F1 car between them at the moment. It's looking like it's about a tenth of a second. And look at that. I think that's another mistake from Smalley there. His cold tyres are really making him suffer. Now he's got the inside line. They're going to touch. Then they're not going to touch. But is Thomas going to be able to get the throttle earlier here? I think he is. Smalley goes deep again. And here we go. The gap is now reducing as they've made their way through Puhon. Smalley's claiming the inside line. He's gone into a defensive position here. And as they go through Piff Path, they're almost side by side, but Thomas is having to yield. Smalley has got perfect positioning. Thomas, there's nothing he can do now. He's going to have to hold on to a better corner exit as they go through Campus and Stavelot. Let's see what they can do. Now, he is going to have warmer tyres here. That's a little bit of an oversteer mistake from Smalley there. And this is it. Look at the gap reduced now. They've both kept it on track. But Thomas Caesar has made a move down the inside. They're going to be side by side. Thomas has got the inside line, and one of them is going to have to yield here. Now, there's a bit of a contact there. That is the first bit of contact as they go through Blanchimont. Now, Smalley is tucked in behind. He's got more speed, though, and he might just be able to outbrake them. Who's going to be the late breaker here? It's going to be... Smalley's managed to outbrake him. Look at that from Smalley. But he's hit the curb. And that could push him into Thomas. They are still side by side.
And who's that one behind? I think it's a lap car. I hope it's a lap car.
Is it? Or
I am slow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And look at that. Smalley down the inside. There's contact there. Was that? Oh no! 3-car incident there. Save the replay. Oh, now, I don't know what happened there because there was 3 different incidents going on. Smalley tried to make a move down the inside. Thomas went wide, and I Am Slow took the line but didn't expect the heavy braking from the cars ahead. That was a 3-car incident there. Now, let's hope none of them have too much damage as Smalley oversteers into the wall. Oh, no. He's not going to be happy with that. It is. That is a shame. Oh no, he needs to regroup. Look, he's still in P5. He's only got 10 minutes left of this race. There's still a lot of points out there, and he just needs to defend now and try to get his car home. Pitting is going to be a mistake.
Like a
oh no, big incident there. Very big incident.
It's going to be really, really hard to drive that car right now with the bumper in the state as it is.
He's looked okay. He's come out of Lecombe.
Yes, SD12 and Nils just behind him with perfectly working cars. So we'll see something happening here.
It's going to be tricky.
That's Thomas. Thomas is gaining that position. He goes wide at 2-1. But on the first position, Ams is very, very far ahead. 8 seconds in front of Andre. Just enough. And King Mirror, 5 seconds behind. Really, really chill. Really chill position for the top 3. For the 3 Bentleys.
Ooh, as I've just watched SDR Dog get overtaken by Johto going very, very deep into the bus stop chicane. There's a big battle going on, 15th place at the minute. Mick versus Johto versus SR Dog. They are all battling hard at the minute. So there's still, like we said at the beginning, Danny, there are still individual groups around this track all battling hard.
Yeah, we need to check on this 15th place battle. I'm also checking on Nils, because he's just behind SD12 Dash. SD12 Dash, as he showed us, he's really, really tough to overtake. So we'll see how Nils can do. Castle is lost, far behind from his teammate. The first non-Bentley in the top 10 is I Am Slow. He's not too slow as I see, because he's on 5th position at the moment.
Indeed. We're getting some blue flags here. AMS is actually overtaking some of the back markers now, as we're having to see SR Dog move out of the way for AMS to get past. But like you said, that battle between for 15th place is still going on now. How is Smalley doing?
SR Dog overtakes Yoto.
Oh, wow.
Yoto fell asleep.
Oh, no.
He let AMS pass, and SR Dog let him pass before. Yoto let him pass in a very, very weird spot, so SR Dog gained a lot of speed and overtook him, but now Yoto is going to go for the inside on Pujon, and I think that SR Dog just let him pass. I don't know what happened there. I think that was on purpose.
Oh, no.
But Yoto has regained 16th position. I think that was on purpose. I think he let him pass because he thought that was cheating.
Ah, okay.
Like, that is something that you can actually do. Like, if the other guy just slows too much for a blue flag, you can actually overtake him. But yeah, SR Dog saw it as an offense, so that's good from him. Good sportsmanship. Now Mick lets AMS by, and that's going to allow Yoto to cut down the gap. They're really close together. And the SD12 Dash has been overtaken by Nils.
Yeah, I managed to just watch that happen. Nils is now ahead, and he's got Smalley only 3 seconds ahead of him. And remember, Smalley is running with damage at the minute, so we could see a late overtake here.
Yeah, nice. I'm going to watch Kuder and Proctor as they both cut Eau Rouge, but they're coming side by side at the moment on the Himmel. Oh, sorry.
What's wrong?
Darn. Sorry for the swearing.
Oh no, it's okay, don't worry.
Assetto Corsa has crashed, so...
Oh no, that's a shame. I'll stick with it for now then. I was just trying to get the raffle set up whilst you were speaking, but I'll jump back to it. SD12, it says he's only 1/10 behind Nils, but I think that's a bit of another timesheet error there because Nils is quite far ahead. There we go. It's now back up to 4 seconds. Now we'll just jump to SR Dog, the battle you were watching. He's just 5/10 behind Johto at the moment, and AMS is still 6 seconds ahead of second place right now, so it's looking like a comfortable race win for AMS at the moment.
It's going to be really, really comfortable. I'm watching the gaps on the stream whilst ACC loads up again. But yeah, it's going to be really, really easy for him. It seems like AMS with a good race after that incident in lap 1. That incident is going to be really, 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 really talked about this next few days. Probably on OFR. There's going to be a lot of indirect messages. A lot of
Probably. I'm just going to say it now, Danny, don't tell anyone because we need to make sure everyone watches the stream. Winning raffle ticket is 157. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say it again. Now, let's get back to the race now. So SR Dog is still not too far behind Yoto used to at the moment. And he's gonna get blue flagged now as we're watching Andre fly past him. There you go. Andre does get past him. So that's another lapped car now from another quicker driver. But it was clean. He lifted and he allowed him to pass, but that's another car between SR Dog and his competitor, which he isn't going to be too happy about, of course. Now, any other battles going on track right now?
I don't know. I'm not loaded up with the game yet.
Sorry. So I'll quickly jump back down to Nils then, because Nils is now only 1.3 seconds behind Smalley. Now, these two were supposed to be teammates this season, but they went their separate ways. Nils, of course, had that first lap incident. He's managed to work his way back up to 7th place. Smalley, I think, started in the top 10. He managed to get up to P4, but then a first corner incident after the pits saw him drop back down to P6, nursing a broken car. But Nils, who's just come through Piff Path, approaching the 3rd sector now, is probably going to make a move on Smalley.
Yeah, I am going to say Mick, Dog and Yoto, they're really close together. They are parallel going into the first corner. Yoto launches the car on the inside to Mick. He has to brake. Mick cuts him, shunts the door, and Rod, I cannot say who won the raffle, right? I cannot say his name.
Correct. Do not say anything. Do not speak of the raffle either. We need to make them watch the stream.
Yeah, because I already know who won, so I can say it.
Okay, good. So Nils, 3/10 behind. He's getting a second on Smalley in a sector alone. That's how much damage Smalley is supporting right now. They're in the bus stop chicane, and Nils is now just under 3/10 of a second behind him. This is it. Looks like Nils is going to get up to P6 here if he can make a move on Smalley before turn 1. If not, he's going to have to wait till after Eau Rouge and hope his car can keep up with that straight line speed of the Bentley. Smalley has got a late turn in. Nils is just taking the normal line here, and he's going to stay behind to get as much slipstream as he can here. He's going to need it to overtake that tank, which is the Bentley. So here they go into Eau Rouge. Nils is flicking between green and red delta. That slipstream is helping him out a bit here. He's had a little bit of a lift because he's following so close behind. But look at this. The gap is now it's less than 3/10. It's less than 2/10. It's almost going to be less than 1/10. There we go. They're side by side. But as soon as Nils pulls out of that slipstream, it looked as if he was going to lose out. But no, he is carrying more speed. And he is now firmly ahead of Smalley, who is in P7 now. Nils back up to P6. Great recovery. There is only 2 minutes left of this race. So there's only going to be 16 laps here. But I don't think Nils is going to have the pace to catch I Am Slow, who started at the back and is going to finish in P5 here. Look at that for a drive. Now, Smalley and Nils look like the closest. No, there's not. This battle between SR Dog and Johto is still going on. The back of the field is still alive right now. I'm going to stick with them now because this looks like there's going to be an overtake very, very soon. They're just going through the final sector. They're coming up to Benjamin Source. Johto is right behind a back marker, I believe. Is that a back marker or is that Mick? It's Mick! Johto's about to make a move on Nick. He's got the pace. Has he got the brakes? There's contact! And no, Johto, I'm not sure if he was squeezed off track there, but I think he just was too late on the brakes, and that has allowed Mick to hold on to P15. Yeah, good thinking. Replay saved, and now SR Dog is almost side by side.
Oh, this is a battle. Remember, guys.
Oh, Nick's made a mistake at turn 1.
This is a battle for 15th place, guys. Remember, we got 18 drivers. Who left apart from Stig, who was disqualified?
I don't know.
Who left? Oh, am I missing someone?
Oh, well, if there's only 18, yes. I'm just going to stick with SR Dog for now, though, because it looks like he could be making a move on Mick here. But look at that straight line speed. Mick is actually pulling away, even though SR Dog has a slipstream. There is nothing they can do to match that BMW.
Power of Germany, let's go.
Achtung! He's doing everything right here.
Hier en maybe this is the last lap. Yeah, this is
It is the last lap. And Mick has gone deep into Brussels there. He has gone deep into Brussels. It is, yeah. The leader's on the last lap.
Oh my god. Mick, please hold up to that.
And look at this. Johto is also right behind SR Dog. Now, Danny, if you can keep an eye on that, I need to jump to the front of the field here because we are about to finish. Ams is just gone through Stavelot there. He's made his way into the third sector. He didn't start in first place, remember. He's battled Nils. He has battled Andre. He's got a very comfortable 12-second advantage over Andre. He's not made a single mistake this entire race. Driving in that Bentley, he's just coming up to the final heavy braking zone now at the new bus stop chicane. He turns into the corner. He hits the curb slightly, but tucks it in at the second part. He's had an incredible race. He has moved from second to first. It is going to be Ams crossing the line in first place for the first race of the season here. Next up, it's going to be Andre as he comes around the final corner now and finishes in second place. And King Mural, Milo, is going to be finishing in third as well. So well done there as Jester finishes in P14 too. Now, what's going on with that battle?
Nah, nothing has changed. Mick is going to be finishing 15th.
Very good job there, Mick, as Thomas Caesar comes through the bus stop.
Very close together.
Good job, great job.
These guys to be close, so it was nice to know that it was true prediction that they were going to be close together. Proud of Mick, getting some points for the team. Unlucky for Yotto, who would also have gained some points for the team, but went a little bit off. but the difference is not going to be major.
It's
I
not.
see the rest of the drivers, though.
Yeah, so Thomas Caesar finishes in 4th. I Am Slow, big shout out. Started near the back, didn't he? And finished in P5. Nils, great recovery from a horrible turn 1 heavy damage incident. Finishes in P6. Smalley finishes in P7 in that Bentley. And it's going to be SD12 in P8, finishing behind Smalley. They had a great battle too. Castle, who started near the back of the grid because he wasn't allowed to qualify, has managed to work his way back up to P9.
They have Funny and Ash are on a last lap battle.
Oh, and look at that. Lagerfani goes wide. So I'm going to quickly jump back to Castle to watch him cross the line. Quickly switch back to Lagerfani to see if he's got him. Ash and Lagerfani going wheel to wheel. Castle is down when across the line. Now it's going to be a battle between these two. Let's see what's going to happen here. As Lagerfani's taking that wider line, he's going to try and take full advantage of that straight line speed of that Bentley. Is he going to be able to outbrake Ash here? I don't think he's going to be able to. They're both keeping it clean though, and it looks like Ash is going to hold on to this for now as they go into the bush stop chicane. He's made the first corner. He's gone a little bit deep into the second.
Good move from Ash. Good defensive line, great job there. He didn't allow Funny to get the switch back on him. So great 8th place for Ash.
Fantastic job. And Proctor in that Mercedes, the only one in the Mercedes, the bravest of them all, is finishing in P10. I'm sure he is going to be very happy with that. Now Kuderman down in P11. I'm sure he's going to be happy with the finish, but I know he's going to know that he could have done a lot better because he is quick. And that's it, guys. It's Ams who finishes the race in 1st place.
The first of the Porsche finishes. So
great. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going through the final grid now so I can get the results done sometime tonight. And there we go. So congratulations for Ams winning the first race of the season. Great battle between him and Andre. Milo, I think he had a bit of a quiet race, but nevertheless consistent. It's probably 5 a.m. for him now. He stayed up all night for this, and he's managed to secure a podium on his first race. Driver of the day?
Ooh, driver of the day for me is I Am Slow.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. First time he's raced with us, we weren't sure his driving etiquette, how quick he was, we weren't sure of anything. He's managed to come back in P5, which is absolutely fantastic. And a big shout out as well, that battle between Mick, SR Dragon Jato, and Ash towards the start of the race. That was amazing. And Jester, remember, he was setting 26s, he's been setting 22s this race, and he's managed to finish in P14. Absolutely fantastic.
Nice job from him. And, well, yeah, that's it for today.
That's it for today.
Next race is Zandvoort.
It is Zandvoort. It's going to be Zandvoort in the dry next weekend at the same time, so make sure you guys tune in for that. It is. No banked corners, thankfully, but it's still going to be a tricky race. A lot of grass.
Banked corners, what?
Apparently there's no banked corners. Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God.
That's it, yeah. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you tune in to our next race next week. We've still got an F1 race, final race of the season, where 2 guys can still win it, happening on Wednesday. Hopefully we can get a streamer for that. But if not, then we'll see you next Saturday. Thanks very much, and thanks, Danny.
Get a stream on it.
Oh, you could. Well, there you go, guys. You heard it here first. Danny's getting back in the commentary box.
Oh, yeah, Zandvoort is no Oh, I'm watching it. It is weird as hell. It doesn't have banking. What in the hell?
There we go, guys. Oh, I've muted myself. There we go. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we will see you next week.